All right, we're live. Here we go, talking to the peeps. So everyone, hello, welcome. It's a lovely it's Friday here. I can't say the same for everyone else who's in the stream, but it's Friday here. I think it's Saturday for them, so we can be assured the world will last another day before its inevitable destruction. But I'm here with I like Australia. It's a great early warning system for the rest of us. But
that's our purpose, just to make sure everybody else is safe.
And that's literally how it works too. And don't let anyone ever tell you differently. But this is Fringy. You guys probably know him. I've got his Twitter down below, and you could find everything else for him from there. And I've also got Ian Miles Cheong. So he's with us too. And maybe some more will file in. Maybe not. We will see. But I thought we were going to do our Four Horsemen stream. We're going to try to make it bi-weekly. It's a fortnight, right? We don't use that here.
Yeah, fortnight, yeah.
A fortnight is 2 weeks, and we don't use fortnight here in America as far as I know. I don't know. I've only heard of it. Oh, hey, Ian, we were just, we just started streaming now, so we went live and we introduced you as our, the West's early warning system for the apocalypse. And, and here we are, kind of waiting for everyone to file in, both people in chat and perhaps, I don't know, Apabin, maybe failure accomplished will get here, who knows. But what...
we were going to do it bi-weekly. We were fortnightly, and that was the plan. But then some circumstances came up that just wouldn't allow Barry and Top Hats to do it this week. But since we still wanted to make sure that everybody knew that it was still going to be a bi-weekly thing, that's why we figured that we'd still stream regardless and get a few different people on.
Yeah, things just kind of popped up, and it was only Fringy and I would be the only ones here. And so instead of doing like PC-centric stuff, which was the original plan, we decided what we'll do is, oh, hi Grizzly Guy, hey. But what we're gonna do is we'll just talk video game stuff. And Drew Williams leading the pack with $10. Thanks so much, Drew. But I'll actually get into super chat stuff later, so thanks much. Congrats on the baby rags. You're welcome. I'm a father now, and his name is Carl. So let me go here. So we've got a couple things lined up. We were just going to talk about video game news and stuff that's happening in the industry and some other things. We don't really have too much of a docket. We're just going to chat for about 2 hours or so until Fringy said he'd probably get bored with us by then and he'd have to leave. So right now, Fringy told me that PlayStation Plus prices are going up in Europe.
Yeah, that's right. So it's going up to £50 in the UK and 60 euros, which is 10 of the respective currency in each area, which is a pretty substantial increase.
Oh, it's going up in Australia.
Especially when there's no... I haven't heard of anything, but here it's $70.
Shit. It's what's going up in Australia? Australia is
expensive. Nintendo 2.
Go away, games.
Yeah, it is expensive. And it's the only one that I actually pay for because I don't use my Xbox One. Yeah. And that's... I don't even know why, because I barely even use it, but it's just because every now and then there's a game that comes out that I want to play. But, yeah, it's kind of frustrating that it costs so much here.
Yeah, it's going up $10.
No kidding.
Yeah, and my issue as well is that they're not explaining why. Like, if they said... you shouldn't have to pay for online anyway, but if they said, oh, well, you know, we're going to invest in some more dedicated servers, we're going to have better deals for sales, you know, that'd be... I mean, I still wouldn't be happy because I don't think you should have to pay to play on the internet. But
absolutely not.
Like, at least there would be a reason for it, but there doesn't seem to be any reason at all. And yet people are still justifying it as well.
And it's
like, oh, yeah,
Brexit.
it's fine. It's all good.
Someone was saying it was Brexit. It's like, no, it's not, because it's happening
not
all over
Brexit.
Europe and it's Australia.
Everywhere.
They're doing it because they can.
All right,
They're doing it because they can.
The chat, I don't actually have a kid. All right, so quit freaking out. I don't actually have Spawn yet. I might take preventative measures to ensure that doesn't happen.
Did you place the link on your Twitter account, because I don't see it?
I have it set up. I'm so me right now. I'm just so me. This is my life. I gotta go to, you would think that a channel that got big and is big on like PCs and shit would be
good about this stuff.
Know how computers work, but
I got the link.
That wouldn't be correct. Yeah, you need to give me the link because it's not even showing up on my YouTube.
I've got the link. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'll just paste it in the sidebar here. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
I'll tweet it out.
Here, let me get that there.
Yeah. But let me dive deeper into an article and see if I can find any reason for it. I don't see any explanation behind it. That's the thing that I don't understand. They're just raising it because they can. At least that's the impression.
They'll know people will pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm reading stuff on N4G, which I never visit because it's pretty much a pro. It's pretty much a pro Sony circle jerk, and you just got tons of people justifying it with tons of upvotes on it. Like a dude gave the same reason as me. Sony isn't explaining why it's increasing. And then some dude's response is, oh, it's only 10 extra pounds a year. If you can't afford an extra 10 pounds, gaming shouldn't even be your hobby. Fucking idiot. It's not about whether or not I can afford it. It's about the principle of it.
Yeah. Right. There's absolutely no reason, as Fringy said, that you should be paying someone else to play your games online that you paid for with the internet you paid. There's just no reason to do it. And
you should be paying $0 a year to be playing on PSN.
I mean, the way I like to put it into perspective, people say, well, it's not that much a year when you... Well, that years add up, and the way I like to put it kind of into perspective is, would you rather have to pay this fee, or would you rather get a free new game every Christmas?
Right.
Yeah, because that's exactly the trade-off. A whole game for online, which you shouldn't have to pay for.
Yeah, and that's assuming... I mean, think about if you only spent that $60 on... Well, it's going to be 80, isn't it? It's gonna be.
I guess 80 for me,
80,
but I don't know what
it is. $80. That's 2 games, 2 PC games.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
that's
even
a
if
lot
you
of
only
money.
played one game, that's a lot of DLC for your favorite game and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I mean, that stuff can add up if you really think about it.
I know that a lot of people try to justify it as, oh, well, you get good deals and stuff, but the question I would pose to someone like that is, okay, well, if it was an option, would you buy it? If you could choose not to pay for PlayStation Plus and still have online, like on the PS3, would you do that?
I know, I did polls. I did a poll like that once, and it was like 91% said no. It's probably a little skewed. It was probably a little skewed because I said only vote if you have a console, but I'm sure, eventually some PC-only guys would do it. And the principle of it, I'm sure a lot of followers, but I still think it's pretty overwhelmingly one-sided.
Yeah, well, I imagine that's part of the reason why they actually changed it for the PS4, because that was how it worked on the PS3. It was an optional thing. PlayStation Plus, that's the name. That's the reason why. And then they made it basically mandatory if you want to play the majority of games, main functionality. So it's and that's the thing. If it's such good value, they should be able to do it without charging for online. There should be enough demand for it that they don't even need to consider that.
When you have... let me see. I mean, it's just... They already raised it over here for everywhere, didn't they? They raised it everywhere, didn't they?
Maybe. Let's see.
I think they raised... They had raised it earlier.
I know they raised it in the US, I think a few months back.
Yeah, something like that. And did they give a reason back then, too? Or was it just one of those, we know you'll pay for it, suckers? So give us more money?
I don't think they have ever given a reason behind it. And every time there's a reason, it would always be a nebulous, better online. Whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, it's just going to get better. And you would think that with all this money, they have... How many millions of people currently have PlayStation Plus accounts?
I think like 20 million.
Yeah.
No, more than that for sure. Because PS4 sold 50 million. So.
Well, let's say half the people paid for PS Plus. So that's 25 million times 60 times 60. And that's being generous because paying 60 a year is the cheapest you can get it from if you get it from them. If you pay monthly or if you pay in the 3-month installments, it'll actually be more.
Yeah.
So you would think that 25 million times 60
I'm going to calculate it.
And it's almost pure profit, too. I mean, the amount of money that it takes to run this service, I mean, when you look at it, it's really basically just free money.
Yeah.
And there's no way they're going to give that up.
1.5 billion? No, that's not right. Hold on.
What? It could be 1.5 billion.
It could be. Oh, well, that's right. Because if we're talking about 25 million people, yeah, $1.5 billion.
Yeah, that's right. So Sony,
of pure revenue.
Yep, Sony. Their biggest form of revenue right now is their video games. The movies are not making any money. It's a waste.
Yeah,
of
well,
money.
when they're making the Emoji movie, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Back-to-back bad movies.
Oh man, how's the Emoji movie doing? Let me go to.
I want to look up box office numbers.
I don't think it's. Is it like how many days has it been out? Yeah, so it's not going to be. Yeah, we're only going to find out how well it's done on
guys,
Monday.
It went up. The tomato meter went up. It went from 0 to 3%.
Oh wow!
One person said it's
it?
fresh. So yeah, one person did. I gotta find out who. Okay. All right. Betsy Bosdeck from Common Sense Media gave it. She's certified ripe. Positive messages, but colorful adventure is only meh.
That doesn't sound like a positive review to me.
No, it sounds pretty bad to me.
Yeah, she gave it a 3 out of 5 stars.
Thing is, though, the movie has such a low budget that it probably will actually break even. It only cost $50 million to make.
50 million is not a little. It's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but it's cheap for an animated movie.
True.
Like,
you know what
even
else?
Minions, which is a shitty animated movie with really crappy animation, that costs $100 million, and that looks like shit.
You know what else had about a $50 million budget, right? Food Fight.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, at least it didn't have a $300 million budget like Ghostbusters.
Oh,
Did that cost $300 million?
Oh my god.
Yes. That piece of trash cost $300 million.
Let me take a look. What was Ghostbusters' budget? Yeah, Ghostbusters' budget was $144 million.
Plus
that was a production.
Plus marketing.
Yeah, so plus marketing is $300 million. Yeah, and in order to break even, they had to make at least $300 million.
And they didn't do that. Yeah.
No.
So basically, Paul Feig is probably never going to be able to direct a movie again. Like if you fail that badly.
Dan Aykroyd said that he's not allowed on the Sony Studios lot anymore.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I wouldn't surprise me at all. I would hate it if Ghostbusters, the name, was dragged through the mud like that. After making it just like a classic, you know?
Yeah, I know.
It says here 70 million plus box office loss.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Watch them make a sequel just to Virtue Signal.
They're still making this movie called The Glass Ceiling. I think it's still in production, and it's Amy Pascal. Yeah, it's a group of superheroes who are all female, and
awesome.
They need to stop with it. People don't want to go to the movies to be lectured.
No, they don't.
They make a good movie with a female superhero, Wonder Woman, and people buy the hell out of it, and it's a great movie. From what I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it's
that movie's been very successful, and it's a good movie. It's definitely the best DC movie out of the DC extended universe for sure.
It's like people don't see these movies because it has women in them, and they see it because they're good. Like Atomic Blonde, I'm hearing great things about it, right? It's not because, it's empowering women. Nah, it's because it's good. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
That's all people care about.
Atomic Blonde is 74% positive from critics, and 70% of audiences liked it, and that's good.
Yeah, there you go.
Really good. Meanwhile, the Emoji Movie is at, respectively, it went up to 6%. It went to up 6%. There's another positive from Juanma Fernandez Paris from El Nuevo Dia. The small-scale achievements in this film are a model worthy of admiration in terms of the balance that can be achieved between creativity and commercialization in a production that seeks to generate family entertainment. Full review in Spanish. I'll take their word for it. Oh boy, that's rough. Valerian isn't doing so hot either for something that's supposed to be the next Star Wars.
Well, the thing about Valerian is that it did, because it's based on a comic that started in 1967, and Valerian did inspire a lot of high science fiction stories like Star Wars. Yeah. But the issue is that a lot of people have never heard of it. So making a $180 million movie on it, you know, that's a lot of money to pump into a movie like that. It's a French graphic novel. It's
Rihanna's
it might do better over there.
Rihanna's in it. Yeah.
Rihanna's in it as Bubble.
Yeah. But I mean, I think the issue is,
right?
Yeah, the same guy who did The Fifth Element, Luc Besson, I think his name is. And he said he's wanted to do this movie ever since he started. Like, he's been working his entire career to this, which I guess is admirable, but, like, the movie's not going to be profitable. And I knew it the second I saw the trailer. It's way too out there for
it's weird.
To make that much money.
Might be one of those cult classics.
Yeah, I think it would be a cult film. But I guess they also probably should have done better casting choices, like that Cara or whatever her face is. She can't act, so why is she the lead female character?
But there's apparently quite a few good movies out there. There's Dunkirk, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah, Dunkirk is fantastic.
I want to see Baby Driver.
Baby Driver.
Baby Driver is
I'm
great.
seeing both Dunkirk and Baby Driver today.
Oh, let's go see it together.
Baby Driver is a film. Edgar Wright's one of the best directors working.
Yeah, we can see it together.
Yay. We'll stream it together.
Yeah.
Hey, Danielle Mezquita, $20. Hey, everybody, I missed your live streams. Well, there's going to be a lot more coming because I've got, he sent me to, again, thanks very much, Daniel, but you're going to get a lot more because I've got a huge upgrade for this computer, and the final parts get in on Monday because, unfortunately, the parts that I needed to have delivered are being delivered by FedEx, and they have done an abysmal job at getting things to my front door. So, I'm going to go and pick... I just told them to bring it to a place that I can go pick it up myself, save myself time, and I'm going to go there and finish this up, and I'm going to put the computer together and everything. It'll be great, and I'll have a big ol' upgrade for streaming soon. Roll Fox, what is SEK? The denomination. SEK? What's that? He sent me 20 of them.
Oh, Swedish krona.
Swedish krona. He sent me 20 Swedish krona. Thank you. He said, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. It is very dangerous to go alone.
$2. Yeah,
oh, $2?
Yeah, it's $2.
Oh, well, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks much. New Zealand, $20, I'm guessing. Rags, are you MGTOW? And
oh, look at Daniel.
Oh shit, he's double. Here, let me get the ones before you. Let's see. Eva Unit 02 sent me two. I'm assuming New Zealand dollars. Rags, are you MGTOW? No, I'm not. And he said, Ian, please explain the ant meme.
I really don't want to. Okay, I do actually. I think in 2013 or 2012, I tweeted about how I had like some shitty ant infestation in my mom's old house. Right, it's Southeast Asia, it's tropical climate. You're gonna have ants, and for some reason, these social justice warriors they've taken that and used that, weaponized it. I want to say against me somehow. Like it's like I'm a bad person for having to deal with ants. It makes no sense. Okay, it makes no sense. It's a weird thing to attack me for. And they're like, oh, why don't you move out of your house, you gross bastard? First of all, I'm not that rich, so I'm not going to move out of my house just because I happen to have to deal with ants at that one time. And secondly, what the fuck? Have you ever lived in a tropical climate? You're going to have to deal with ants regardless.
Yeah, ants are no joke. We don't like ants.
Yeah. So it's like, what? Where is this coming from? It doesn't make any sense. I think anyone who reads those comments about the ants, they'll see it and they'll be like, what the fuck are these people on?
Ants. But if that's what they can get you on, I guess, is that you have ants in your country. We have ants in our country. They're probably not as crazy as they are over there.
Yeah.
But we got ants. But thanks a lot for that. Now you know the ant meme. There are ants in this country, so there's a meme for it now. But thanks again, Daniel, for the 25 extra dollarinos. I can't wait, he says. So good. You're going to have to, though. You have no choice. Failure.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey, Failure.
You're
What's
quiet.
How's it going?
Oh, I was having mic problems.
That's all right. That's all right.
Sounds good now.
What are you up to? What's going on?
Oh, not much. My Fallout shelter is going pretty well. You know, the death claws aren't killing me too much.
Oh, I thought you meant like an actual Fallout shelter for a second. I'm like, shit, what's happening? I know North Korea sent up something, but I'm like, shit. I was like, I don't know if I can call it yet.
Shooting missiles at
I wish I was super into like all the prepper stuff and looking up information. Like I was like, ooh, I could go to Montana, get a bunker.
I've got stuff like that, but I was in like search and rescue and Boy Scouts and all that. I'm big in outdoorsy stuff, so I've. But you've got, how many hours do you have in Fallout Shelter?
I'll look it up right now. Hold on. Let me...
Too many to remember.
Come on, Steam. Where's the stats? Stop teasing me. Us. Let's see, 388 hours.
Yeah, boy. Is it
That's
good?
bullshit. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind. It's a time waster.
It's a clicker.
It's
Well, it's not a clicker. It's not really a clicker, is it? I mean, it's got more than that. Way more than
it's
that.
like a little management thing. You manage things. You level them up. It's
like Sim Tower. Actually, yes. It actually is like Sim Tower.
Speaking of clicking adventures, COD Remastered, the Call of Duty 4 remaster that we all knew would eventually get a standalone release, has actually released on Steam, and I didn't know this until today when it just popped up in the news. But it is on Steam right now, and it is currently at 35% positive, so it's doing very negatively. Users are citing problems of a terrible performance and a lot of other issues, especially lack of population and multiplayer, and lots of hacking seems to be an issue.
It's trash garbage.
Trash garbage, don't do it. And they're charging like, how much for it?
$40.
$40.
Yeah. And that's a lot to charge for a 9-year-old game that you can already just play the regular release anyway.
Yeah. And the regular one looks pretty decent. It looks pretty decent.
It does.
It's aged all right. And it's still a really fun game. I haven't played it in a while, but I've come back to it.
That's the main thing. You know, people are still playing the original release, but apparently this one, it's just got lots of hackers or not many people playing at all.
That's bad. You've had 9 years to make a re-release, a remaster. Imagine the people who bought Infinite Warfare just for that.
Right.
Sad panda.
Yeah, you can imagine.
So if you guys want to buy the Call of Duty 4 remaster, instead, consider suicide. Next on our list, so PUBG seems to be a big thing. It just reached its, 5 millionth copy sold?
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It sold like a gajillion. Let me go here. PUBG sales. June the 22nd, it got to 4 million sales. And it 3 days ago, it sold its 6th millionth copy.
Wow.
And it seems to be, and the rate apparently seems to be accelerating according to CNET.com. Damn, that is a shit ton.
That's really successful.
It's already got its tournaments, and it's already got all sorts of go away noises. This is why ad block is important. PUBG sales, it's already reached 6 million. It released on March 23rd, so it has sold 6 million copies since March 23rd, and that's insane. That is a lot. People really wanted a high-quality version of this Battle Royale stuff. Damn.
Yeah. Well, for a long time, there just weren't really that many good options.
Because I've played H1Z1 total for about 20 odd hours, and I don't think I'll ever go back. Because my problem I had with H1Z1 is that it just wasn't very... The shooting itself in H1Z1 wasn't very good. It was weird. Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
It was weird, and it was strange. But I liked the concept, and what kept me playing wasn't the shooting. It was the game mode that you couldn't really get anywhere else in this way. It was a dedicated... It's called King of the Kill, which is retarded. But it was Battle Royale.
Yeah.
And now, finally, we've got PUBG coming out, which seems to be a labor of love from this guy and his team. And it's a small team. They've got the creative process down. Not going to deviate too far from it. And, man, they are really... it's really shaping up to be a fantastic game. And they got those...
so much fun.
Next update, we'll have all the first-person servers and everything, so I'm very excited for that.
Wait, I don't get this. Why are we still in this phase of people buying games that are in beta?
Because beta doesn't really mean much, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean
anything.
Beta used to mean something like
back in the day. Back in the day, it absolutely did. But now it's like
beta means demo.
Early access, alpha, early alpha, pre-alpha, post-alpha, trans beta, whatever it's going to be. It's just it is what the developers want to call it. And PUBG is a very high-quality game for its stage. and it works and it runs, and I've had very little issues with it. The only problem that I have is that it crashes if I have too many Chrome windows open, which doesn't make sense because of my supercomputer, but whatever. But that's really that's it. It works fine, and it's functional, and it's high quality, and it looks like a lot of work has gone into it. And so as a result, people flock to it, and it's a great version of a game type people want.
I mean, I don't usually buy early access games, but I've sort of made an exception for this one because it seemed like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I bought it like early when it released. But I usually don't buy early access games because I always get worried that they're not going to get finished just because there's so many instances where they don't finish it. But I figure with this one...
Is your ping pretty decent for to connect to America?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Ian's as well.
Yeah, because Ian's is like 200, but it's not too much of a twitchy game. So Ian was doing pretty well when we played with Jeff. So I guess you would probably be able to do okay too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
if you just tell me whenever you're playing a match, I'll hop on.
We'll do that. I'll have a lot of streaming stuff, and I'll have that on the second channel soon. So we'll definitely be doing that more.
Yeah, absolutely.
But super chats real quick. Daniel Mosquita again sent $5. I saw what you did with the ant. I know, right? Very sneaky. Weeb Airsoft gave $10. No message. What a wasted opportunity, Weeb. You got to tell me something. You have to ask me important questions. But thanks, Weeb, for the $10. I appreciate that. Let me see. So next up, you had a tweet from Michael Condry.
Yeah, from Michael Condry. Yeah.
So, how about you tell us about that? Who is Michael Condry?
Michael Condry, I believe, is one of the head guys at Sledgehammer Games. I don't think he's the creative director, but he's definitely one of the big head honchos, which means he's, one of the guys that's sort of in charge of the development for Call of Duty World War II. We all know that they're not putting swastikas in the game, and somebody was bringing that up on Twitter, and I think his response was something along the lines of, "Oh, it sounds like to me you're the kind of person who wants racist material in their games. Is that about right?"
I've got it pulled up. I've got it pulled up here. I kind of had it at the ready here. So, it's all started when some guy said, "Please take out animated camos. They will make the game look goofy." And Michael said, "Zombies only." And so someone else, Zach V, said, "How about taking out Nazi and Nazi zombies since there aren't any swastikas?" Someone said it's the Iron Cross is part of Nazi history. It was used in World War II and by the Nazis. And Zach said it was used as a medal in the 1930s by the Nazi regime, which by that time had the swastika as their symbol. Plus previous CODs had them. So basically this guy is upset that they don't have the balls, basically. To have a swastika in a quote-unquote what they're trying to make it as an authentic World War II game. They're not having the swastika in it. And so Michael Condry's reply to this guy is, "This reads to me as, I want a more racist and hateful symbol that helps me better associate with mass murder."
That's a very fucked up thing to imply.
That's Michael Condry's. That's his super hot take on.
That is a super hot take.
Super hot take.
It's nuclear.
He said, "Is that your position, Zach?" And fuck, this 47 people retweeted that and 223 people liked it because fuck. And
I'm surprised that the dude that he tweeted it at was so civil with him after that. He was like, nothing but respect, but I would have torn his ass to shreds if he said that.
Zach's reply was, "I respect you, Mr. Condry. I love your games and hype for World War II. I'm far from racist. I just really enjoy my history and COD nothing but respect."
Yeah. To be honest, that was probably the best possible reply because it makes him look a lot better than Michael Condry.
Oh hell yeah, he's got more likes than Michael Condry does too. This guy with, let me see, this guy with 102 followers. But
I mean, at this stage, they need to stop saying that they're trying to make an authentic World War II game. Maybe campaign, maybe, but multiplayer, definitely not. When you can play as black women in the German army.
Yeah, come on.
Scott Honstein said it's not racist. I hate it,
when I point that out, I'm like, there are no black women in the German army. I get, a couple of We Was Kangs replies, and they're like, they'll say, black people or people of color, they love that term, people of color were very much present in the war, in World War II.
But
not on the fucking German side.
They weren't in the Wehrmacht. Come on.
It was like in it's like the black soldiers in World War I for the German side. That wasn't really a thing at all.
Yeah.
The Allied blockades prevented Germany from communicating with their colonies, for one. For two, there were like 17 of them. And 3, it's interesting to note that I think it was either during or after World War I, Germany made interracial marriages illegal, I think.
Yeah, because they wanted to preserve the purity of the white race and secure the future for white children. You know, that's the whole 14 words thing. So
yeah, so the recon or scouts in the Battlefield 1 game for the German side are total race cucks.
It just seems so baffling though when you see it, because it's just like, you know that it's not correct at all. And I love when people say things like, oh, well, you know, the gameplay's not authentic, but like, I think it's important to separate the distinctions you make between gameplay choices and aesthetic choices. Like, the game's got to be fun, and war isn't fun. So obviously they're going to have to make changes to the way that it plays to actually make it entertaining. Doesn't have to be realistic, but if I'm looking at it and I see like a rainbow unicorn flying over the top of like the what's that building called in Germany? The one that they blew up in the Battle of Berlin. The Reichstag. If I saw like a unicorn shitting rainbows over the Reichstag, it's like, that takes me completely out of it. I know that's obviously exaggerated.
Hey, Appabend.
Yeah.
I had my screen covered up, didn't see there. Hey, what is up?
Hey, yeah, I'm good.
We're talking about Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably a Nazi. I bet you went swastikas in a World War II game. You're probably a Nazi.
Nazis? Yay! I mean,
boo, we don't like them. But the replies to
I worship the swastika. I worship the swastika.
It's didn't the symbol stand for the 4 winds?
It's a Buddhist symbol. Yeah. I have no idea what it stands for, but it's a Buddhist symbol.
It's a Hindu symbol. It stands for good fortune.
Good fortune?
Right.
Well, and that didn't work out for the Nazis.
Yeah. Didn't work out well for the Nazis.
It was good fortune. Yeah, it wasn't good. You know, it was very bad.
I'm getting annoyed though with everybody always. Every time someone's like, "Hey, can we get a little bit of historical accuracy?" It's like, "Nah, you're just a racist. You're just a sexist." Like, is it not? Could it not just be that they want the game to be historically accurate?
Yeah. I mean, it's a kind of mentality that I notice that we have. That they have. They always assume the worst in people.
They do.
You know?
It's a trick too. It's a rhetorical trick to basically move the goalposts, or to put you in the defensive. They create this straw man for you to fight against. You know, they don't want to address your point. They don't want to address your argument in that you're calling for historical accuracy. They don't want to address that, so they'll be like, "Are you a racist?" It's like asking a person, "Do you beat your wife at night, and how do you feel about that?"
Yeah.
And the thing is like, you never find. I don't think anybody would be arguing that you need to have entirely white people in a game set in the Vietnam War, when we know that there were a lot more black soldiers involved in that, and the fact that like the majority of the people who were involved in it were Vietnamese. Yeah. Nobody would be arguing that should be all white people or something.
No.
But then the thing is, as well, is that when they actually do portray the demographics accurately, they're accused of being racist because you shoot people who aren't white.
Now imagine like, all of that. They already had that article that one person wrote. I forget if it was Mike or one of the. They're all these cancer sites are the same, where they're talking about how I shot a black Nazi in Call of Duty.
Like, it's a Polygon article.
Yeah,
that was a Polygon article.
Yeah. Oh man, it's like you made your bed. Now it's time to lay in it.
The funny thing is, someone actually made a complaint, exactly that same complaint, that I can shoot a Nazi black woman towards the developer. The developer's like, "Nah, you should actually be a lot more inclusive to everybody."
Yeah. I mean, you
can be a Nazi. You know, are you discriminating against black people?
Like, I want to know why this black lady hates herself so much that she joins the freaking Third Reich army, fights for Nazis. But let me go over my super chats really quick. I've got Kenneth Leo. He says, "Are you gonna talk about Angry Joe?" And I am.
I think we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
am.
yeah.
So,
let's talk about it.
Thanks,
I would love to.
Thanks for the $2, Kenneth, and don't you worry, we will in just a second. Breaking Dimes, $5. Thank you, man. What are your thoughts on Ryzen? Well, I'll have a lot of thoughts really soon because I got the Ryzen, the 1800X, and it's sitting behind me, and I'll smug and shit. So it'll be in my computer soon after I get all my pieces together. Thanks, FedEx. McDuckett, $5. Thanks much. Psycoder, $5. Love your vids, guys, but my computer freezes and crashes when I watch YouTube. How do I fix that? I don't know. That sounds like a very strange and very specific
Have a different
issue.
browser.
Yeah,
The browser is usually
Yeah.
a big issue there.
Yeah, try a different browser, and if the problem persists, then I have no idea if it's just YouTube. Try turning off YouTube and turning it back on again. Eva Unit 02, 5 more New Zealand dongerinos. Rags, are you done with the Game Talk podcast? Yes. 2, is the Boogie 2988 debate still happening? Probably. I think we were going to have it, but he had something to do, so it got postponed. But I've got him in DMs, so I would like to have a chat with him, absolutely. So we'll see if we can set that up later.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fringy, would
Oh, did you just mention my buddy Boogie?
Yeah, boy.
My good friend Boogie.
My good friend.
Your good friend.
Fringy this is actually a question for you from Eva Unit. Fringy, would you like to meet Top Hats in person?
Yeah, I think it'll happen eventually. Because we live in the same country. Yeah, it'll happen eventually.
And McDuckett, $5. When YouTube doesn't let you type your message, also stand on the trans military ban. Yeah, that's been pretty. That's been kind of polarizing a bit. A lot of people see things both ways.
Yeah.
I get the argument both ways, but I'm kind of leaning on support for the ban personally. But that's just based on information that I've seen and all that stuff. But I could be swayed either way, even though you're not allowed to talk to bigots, from what I hear. Weeb Airsoft, 10 more bucks. I meant to add a message. I didn't know how. I hope to make content like you, Rags, but with anime. That's what I wanted to say. Well, more power to you. I'll never discourage people from making a YouTube channel. Go for it. Absolutely. We need more. I'm not going to say. Well, actually, maybe I'm not going to say we need more anime channels, but go for it. Maybe there's a market for that. But absolutely, I wish you the best.
I'm a living proof of that.
That's right. That's right. Appleman's doing pretty good. He makes really good stuff. If you want to have that kind of stint on things, that kind of view, but you might want to watch Appleman stuff and maybe draw some inspiration from that.
Yeah.
Let me see. So that's the end of that list. So let's talk Angry Joe real quick. For those of you who don't know, Angry Joe had a video he put out on the 26th of July, a few days ago. Said, responding to, we only want angry game reviews, nothing else.
Whoa, big spender in the house.
Whoa.
Yeah.
God damn. Hey, Wolf and Coyote, I remember you. Thanks much. He's been giving me a lot of money in the past. $100. Thanks much, Wolf. Damn, son. Would be nice if a newer Warship Gunner or Battlefield 1942 remastered. That would be good.
Hell yeah.
That would be really good.
I would love to play that.
I don't know how well I never really played 1942. That was sort of before my my gaming time. And days really got
I liked it.
to par.
It was really
loved
good.
it.
I have.
Is it good?
Great. It's great.
Yeah, dude.
32 versus 32. Damn, it's freaking amazing.
All right.
Yes.
Back in the days, man.
Dude, I fucking love that hitting the beaches and fucking yeah.
Because I've never because I got into Battlefield with Bad Company, the first one. So that was obviously before my time.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Yeah, they are. I only played the single player for Bad Company.
Perhaps the best one.
Oh, it's so good.
Bad Company 2.
Oh
yeah.
shit, so good.
I had like fucking 300 hours of that.
Yeah, I max ranked it on the console because I was still on console at the time. And I rebought it for PC, played it a lot there too. God, what a damn good game. Multiplayer and single player were fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Battlefield 2 is also pretty good. Battlefield
I
2.
played that just a couple
love
times.
Battlefield 2142.
I've heard that's good.
Oh, 2142.
It's amazing.
Heard that.
2142, yeah. It's great.
Futuristic. Yeah.
Mr. Jackson, $2. Suck it, Coyote. Yeah, you got him, Jackson. But yeah, I would like some of these remasters, though. The way that remasters seem to be going, who knows what's gonna happen?
It could happen.
This is DICE, and they do seem to care a little bit, at least, about their games.
Yeah. So what were we saying about Angry Joe?
Angry Joe a couple days ago made a video responding. We only want angry game reviews, nothing else. And I'm looking at a picture from my Twitter. But basically, I commented on the video, and I got the top comments fairly quickly, too. My comment was, mistake 1, labeling mask... I'm having a problem on Twitter right now, actually. I can't see the bottom of images. And I don't know what's caused. Every time I click on an image to see it, when it blows it up, it's like...
Oh, what browser are you on?
Chrome. And it just now started
Chrome.
doing this. It's weird.
Okay, I think you can just right-click on the image, and I'll hold the control button and click open in a new tab. It usually opens the image in a new tab, and it opens the full one.
All right, let me try that. I know I can press middle mouse button. Normally it does that, but you see, Twitter is this weird thing because if you click on it and you're looking at it, you can't save it. It's like a weird page thing. You can't like just open it in a new. Oh well. But anyway, but basically what my comment was mistake 1, labeling mass criticism of your channel as quote haters and trolls. Mistake number 2, disabling comments. Mistake 3. Trying to justify you disabling your comments. And it got to the top comment really quickly. And then all of a sudden, it stopped getting votes and getting updates. And people were saying, did you delete your comment? Did you delete it? Is it gone? And so I went back to an incognito window, and it was gone. So my comment was no longer there. It could not be viewed when I was incognito. I could only see it on my channel. So that and a lot of other comments were being removed. And so I could go through the comments, and I could just, Control F, Rags, search for my name, and comments were always popping up. Joe was deleting all highly voted comments, like Rags is. Did you delete Rags' comment? Comments are getting deleted, like Rags. Did you delete Rags' comment? Did Joe actually delete Rags' comment? People are asking why are comments getting deleted, and I think so much less of Angry Joe right now than I used to. And which is weird because before this...
I've been thinking of like Angry Joe for less even before he does this stunt.
Because I follow him casually. Like, I was sub to him, but I only really watched his angry reviews. And he talks about his angry reviews and the numbers of them and things like that. And this is all well and good, but I never really had a problem content-wise with stuff. It does seem like he does have a lot more filler stuff now.
Well, the thing is that, like, the majority of people subscribe for the reviews, and for good reason, because they were really good.
Yeah, me too.
I
liked
really
them
a lot.
I think he does a good review job.
Yeah, I think he was probably one of my main inspirations initially to start doing YouTube when I was more focused on that sort of thing. And then
here's the thing. Here's the thing that I noticed on the video, or the what was it, the 20-minute video of him defending that. I noticed that he talked about, I want to make the content that I want, but he never actually talked about how good the quality that content that he makes. He never actually talks about. He never actually addressed it. He just said, "I want to make the content that I want."
The thing is that he doesn't seem to realize that people flat out don't like the stuff that he's doing because they don't like it, and I can see why, because it's very low effort.
Yeah, and he's not very. He does amazing reviews. He does very good reviews. I love him. His other stuff, I couldn't care less. I don't think he's good at doing live streams. I don't think
his streams are boring.
I just don't think he's great at it, and that's fine. Nothing against him. I just don't think that his stuff is very good.
It's not his strength. Yeah,
and I'd only watch his reviews. His reviews get a lot of views, and it's fine. But I made this comment. See, I could go to the video, and it's right there. It's just not, you can't see it anybody else. But
by the way, you can probably screenshot it and send a link. I can't really.
Oh, I won't be quoting it, but that I won't be quoting it or anything. But I posted it as images on Twitter, so you can see it there.
All right, wait a second.
The thing is that holy shit, Angry Joe's comments are toxic as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a mixed bag.
It is insane. Like, I thought there's some channels out there who have some, pretty crazy, followings, but oh my god, this is a fucking dumpster fire.
I mentioned this actually on Twitter because I think what the issue is that you've got a disconnect between the YouTuber and the audience where both sides don't really understand each other. So, like, you've got the viewers who seem to think that they have more of a stake in the channel than they necessarily do. Like, they can't dictate what content he makes, because while they watch it, at the end of the day, he owns the channel, and it's his choice. But at the same time, there are people acting like, oh, well, you got lots of free content, so therefore you can't really be asking for anything.
And the thing
but
was,
it's like, without them, you wouldn't have a livelihood. You know, you need them more than they need you. If you disappear, they'll watch someone else. But if they disappear, you're fucked.
Yeah,
you can't make videos anymore.
You always have to keep in mind what your people want, and you have to balance that with what you want to do. You have to stay passionate. You have to stay invested in what you do. But there is a level of you need to give people something that they want to watch, or else they'll go away, and you need them far more than they need you. So I've never, and what's so weird is how everybody is drawing huge conclusions based on this comment of mine, right? And so people like my comment, I never talk about the kind of content he makes. I never talk about his upload schedule. I never talk about the genres he's putting out now, or the content itself. I never talk about the vacation he's taking. I don't talk about any of that stuff. If he wants to take a vacation, that's his choice. Fine. More power to him. That's fine. Go for it. Sure. Yeah. You have every right to do that. And just like you have, and then I'm getting accused of all sorts of stuff about, so you don't want him to take a vacation? Oh, so you think that it's your comment section? It's up to you to say, oh, so you're saying he can't do this? It's like, no, I'm not saying any of this. But holy shit, this thread goes on. Let me see how many replies were onto that before it got shut down. 219 replies. So
well, that's the thing. Anytime I notice somebody posts criticism, they get a whole bunch of people like insinuating things that they never said.
Yeah. It's like it's insane. It's like I say, I think labeling mass criticism of your channel and just dismissing it as haters and trolls is really not a good thing to do. You need to listen to feedback, even if you don't agree with it. You need to see, the ratios of what these, what these complaints are, what these criticisms are, all these feedbacks. And there were other comments that I saw before they were deleted about fans and longtime fans saying that they felt disrespected. Oh shit, it's Wolf and Coyote again. Damn, that's $200 from him. It is amazing how the old Battlefield 42 bunker is still in their games. Also, Battlefield 42 is free on Origin. No servers, though. That's a shame. Man, thanks a whole bunch. Dude. Oh, $200, boy. Shit, it's people. That's the kind of shit that makes me. That gets me some fucking new computer. But thanks so much, man. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. You need to talk to me on Discord or something, dude. Get in touch with me. Patchouli gave $2 and said Rabid Jose is a lost cause. Anyway, sup, people? Well, we're talking about Rabid Jose here, Angry Joe. But
yeah, I'm looking through his channel right now. Like, you compare the upload rate, there is a lot more stuff.
But
filler. I don't think it's stuff that people necessarily want.
No,
like,
there isn't.
Just responding to reacting to a trailer and not even like putting in the effort to actually cut out the YouTube buffer stuff in it. It just seems like you're not putting that much effort into it.
Yeah, it's like, and Joe hasn't blocked me on Twitter, and I've been open with his handle to, I've tweeted towards him saying, hey, by the way, this makes you look like shit. Also, also I hope my fan base never becomes as fucking toxic as yours is, Joe. But
by the way, here's another thing that I noticed about Joe. His Mass Effect Andromeda review is very misleading. At first, it was like a couple of minutes of skits, and I was like, yes, finally, an Angry Joe review. And then it cuts back to him talking just like his other things, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I just looked it up and he's sitting on the couch talking to other Joe and Delrith, which is, I mean, that's fine for the, that's fine,
but it's boring for a review.
Joe, there's no point having Delrith on your channel because he's just going to agree with whatever you say anyway. So
I'm just looking at his channel.
What I've noticed.
I think the issue is, I think one of the issues is that he said that he was going to have a schedule of like 2 reviews per month, and so far this year I don't think he's adhered to that. At least that seems to be the case.
People were saying he wasn't adhering to his schedule and how he promised something and couldn't deliver.
Like, I don't adhere to my schedules ever, but I don't do YouTube full time.
Yeah,
so
I don't even make schedules.
Yeah,
like the last
Like,
2 weeks.
what are
Oh my
those?
god,
What are
fucking
those?
killer at work.
but that's
Somebody-
the thing. If you make a schedule, and oh, sorry, go ahead, mate.
Oh no, I'm just saying somebody in the chat said something. He said, "I think all the Angry Joe drama could have been avoided by announcing a second channel, moving."
Yeah,
his new
exactly. I
style
was just
Yeah,
about to bring
right.
that up.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So many people in the comments said, "Joe, make a second channel and just put all your other stuff there."
Mm-hmm.
You know, because having it split off from your other main content, which is what I'm doing with Dog Bites here. It's gonna be the streaming channel, shitpost channel, so I can just dump stuff on there. You know, every Sargon needs a
Yeah.
thinkery. All right, you
Yeah,
need to
Sargon's
have
Right.
you need to have that shitposty secondary channel, right?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that too.
But that's all. But look,
Yeah.
Joe, I haven't seen you in any of the comments replying to anybody. All that I've seen is a mass deletion of comments that are critical of you, and I thought my criticism was totally valid, totally fair.
Absolutely.
And all this makes you look like is terrible and awful and garbage.
Oh shit! Well, what do you think is going through his mind? Like,
I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to assume it because I can't imagine. I mean, if I was in his position, I would be. You do get a little haughty. I assume once you get to certain sizes, and it's important not to let it get to your head. I don't know if he's at that point, but there seems to be a. I don't know. There's like a disconnect. Like he has a big segment of his fan base that like me will watch his stuff grudgingly. Like I'll watch his reviews, but that doesn't like I went from being totally neutral about Angry Joe to now I don't like him. I don't like Angry Joe because he's fucking deleting like my comment. Like he can see next to my name, or at least I can see. You know, I'm verified. It's the top. It was the top comment, and it got there really damn quick. And usually I got 240,000 something whatever subscribers. I'm not a small channel.
Yeah.
And he just no
major channel.
messaging at all.
Yeah.
You mean this is a larger other channel talking to you like this. No messages, nothing.
Well, like I said, I think it is that disconnect that you see, especially with like these channels that have been on for like 9 years, where they've got shit twisted because they've forgotten what it's like to be a viewer, so they don't understand the perspective of a viewer. Yeah, they're allowed to tell you whether or not they like what you're doing. They can't demand that you do stuff, but they're allowed to say, "No, I don't like this shit." And I hate when people say, "Well, don't watch it." Nah, they want him to know that they don't like it. That and they're allowed to do that. They're allowed to criticize you.
It looks
after
like,
a while, you're not hungry anymore. Like it just becomes a pattern of like, I just gotta, and then you're like, I'll just prolong it, and maybe he's just gotten lazy.
yeah.
Well,
and it's-
maybe.
Oh, by the
if
way,
he's sick
guys,
of doing
do
reviews-
you guys remember just a year ago when Angry Joe decided he wanted to basically shoot guns on his video?
Don't remember that.
That's a thing that
Oh my
happened.
god, you guys! Oh my god, you guys need to check out the reactions. I'm sending you guys a link. It is the funniest thing. First time Angry Joe's disconnect with the fans. This isn't the first time, and
I
this
see that.
disconnect is so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So-
Why would he? I don't think people watch Angry Joe to get Russia
See,
FPS.
here's
you
the
know,
thing. I don't mind like a one-off video like this, where he's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
is like I'm
That's fine.
Angry Joe, and a lot of people, especially if you're sub to people for their their personality, which
Yes.
Joe, I don't know. It's not. I like his reviews because I think he gives a lot of reviews, I think he's fair with pretty much all his reviews, give or take. But I like his reviews for that, not because his personality's really all that great, and that's only what's coming through in the videos. So you can be a totally cool person, that's fine.
Just start a vlog channel. That's all you
Yeah.
can do.
yeah.
But yeah, if this is second channel stuff right here and things like that.
It would be like if H3H3 like H3H3 has a vlogging channel, right?
Yeah.
Where they just make stuff, and it would be like if they merged that channel together with their main one, and then also did like those one-off videos, like those one-off videos where they go to Las Vegas and they ride a tank. Let's say they made like 10 videos of those in a row. I think people would be very upset.
Yeah.
Because that's not why you watch H3H3. You watch it for the current news and the hot takes, making fun of people. That's what they're for.
Speaking of making fun of people, Eva Unit 02 sent more New Zealand dongerinos, 2 of them, And he said, Ian, is there any good story behind your troll 9-volt?
Gamers.
Yeah, gamers.
I gotta do a 9-volt voice because I don't think he sounds that hot. I think he sounds more like gamers.
Gamers.
I don't even know how he sounds.
I don't know how he sounds, but I imagine he sounds like a fucking nerd.
I like the creeper illusion.
Hey Rex, have you ever
gamers?
Huh?
Have you ever turned off the comments on any of your videos?
No, I've never hidden comments, and I've never disabled likes or dislikes. I've also never,
I'm actually kind of annoyed
I've never
that
deleted.
YouTube freaking puts every single comment as spam.
Yeah, that's the problem. If it's hard to keep up with it when you get to a certain size. But if you put a link in a YouTube comment, it's pretty much going to be marked for spam. There goes Appavent. Hopefully he can jump back in. But so if you do that, chances are they're not going to see your comment until they approve it. You can't approve all your comments at once. You think you could, but it doesn't really quite work like that. But I've never, I think maybe when I was very, very small starting out, I deleted a few, but then I stopped doing that. But like literally, I mean like a few. But I haven't, but honestly, no, I've never done it.
I saw one guy, I saw one guy that intentionally disabled the comments on his videos, but every video he would advertise like, if you're at least $1 Patreon, you could comment on my videos over there and I'll actually respond.
Extorting people to comment.
That's the thing, guys. Like, I have a Patreon, and you should give money to me. But I don't have any rewards set up. I don't have any tiers. I don't have any special things. Because I'm not trying to bribe you into giving me money. I'm not trying to give you special rewards. I like to think I'm really approachable, like on Discord, on Twitter, in my email, all that stuff. I try to stay really, open and approachable to people. And I don't want
you don't want to be like Crap Gamer, where it's like, hey, pay $100 a month to talk to me for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That. Holy crap.
But the best way to show your appreciation to me, I mean, the most tangible way is just to give me a little something on Patreon. And I'm not going to, I might, in a video, I might say, hey, you can donate and send the links and stuff, but I'm not going to push it for you to do something, so I'll send you a gift basket or that you'll get special Discord privileges or anything like that. It's like, if you want to support me, by all means, please do. I really appreciate it if you do. And I kind of take the Sargon route here, where the reason is, like, if I'm bribing you with anything, it's the videos that I've been making all along. But you don't get anything special. Yep. You don't get any special
I don't think there's anything wrong, though, with actually having
there's
rewards.
not. Yeah, there's not either. There's not. That's just how I feel about it. That's
because I'm holding off on mine, because I have my Patreon up, but I don't dock any money from anybody anymore, because I don't upload that much. But eventually, when I sort stuff out, I was going to have, like, nothing more than maybe 15 or 20 buck rewards. Because I don't see how anybody can justify giving me $100 a month. Like, no way.
Yeah, it's like that. Look, Wolf has given me $300 in this stream, right? And he has given me a lot of money in the past, and I'm immensely, I am immensely appreciative to him to do that. And I will put that towards, God, Lord knows what. Hell, I might get some bitchin' RGB. I don't know. But when someone gives you that kind of money, I mean, imagine giving someone $300, like in a stream, or a stream they're doing. You're not even in the stream. You're just giving someone $300. A person that you only know through their YouTube videos. It's like, what do you even say to that? How can you possibly? It's like, Wolf, like, seriously, get in touch with me on like Discord or something. But because I really do appreciate that, and it's stuff.
You know which one I hated? I hated the Baron. One of the levels was, you could do a Hangouts with me, and I was like, I'm not.
I don't like that.
I still get to talk to you whenever I want. Like, Baron was my first. He was my first guest when I only had 9 subscribers.
Like I've had people asking, you want to talk about this, talk about that? Yeah, sure. I was like, don't think you're too big for people. That can get a little. That can lead to. I mean, you obviously, your time should be valuable to you, but don't think that I'm not going to hang out with this person because I'm better than them. That's really that leads to some bad things in the future.
Yeah.
One thing I hate is I don't really go too in depth in comments. Sometimes you feel like, okay, I might want to leave a reply to a comment. a lot of times it's not read. They don't come back to the videos to read it because fucking YouTube system of notifying you have a message or something is terrible. So what I'm thinking in the future is just make little videos. So at least if the original person didn't read it, somebody saw that response.
Eva Unit 02, 2 more New Zealand dollars. Are you still friendly with Black Bond after the N-word thing? I think so. I think he went a little overboard with it, but I think Black Bond's a good guy, and I like him, and I like to think that I'm definitely on friendly terms with him. I consider myself on good terms with him, even though we had disagreement, a little argument on Twitter. But I like Black Bond. I think he's a good person. Right? I don't. That's the thing. I don't think he's a bad person. I think he was speaking from. I think he was being serious. I think he was being legitimate and heartfelt in how he felt, and that's fine. That's fine. So I don't know if he listens to my stuff or talks to me or anything, but there you go. That's your answer. Frantic just gave $50.
Yeah.
I love hearing you guys shit on people in your vids. Thanks so much for there you go. So,
we don't actually talk shit. We're just so disappointed.
But,
if you fucking put down $50, I'll talk shit about everybody.
I'll poop on anyone's chest.
You put down $500, I will talk shit to anyone.
I'll even talk shit about fucking PewDiePie. I don't care if he liked one of my tweets or not. Fuck you, PewDiePie.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
You liked your tweet about the freak. You have the damn shower curtain.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want Rags to watch you while you shower?
Please, Rags, please make a shower curtain. I want to see if anybody buys one.
I need to get Kitschiki to make me like a really lewd picture of the doggo, but only have it show up in physical versions of the things that you have to buy. But thanks very much, Frantic, for the $50. I really appreciate that. Actually, I got some I think I know I'm going to spend that on. Thanks very much. Breaking Dimes, $5 more. Thanks much, Breaking Dimes. He said, are you going to do a video of you upgrading your PC? No, I'm not going to do something of the actual upgrading, the process, but I will be showing you off the finished product.
Cool.
Sorry, that's just kind of how I roll. So
I want to say something like, never pull an Anna Kasparian on your audience.
Oh, never do that.
I'm fucking better than you!
Yeah, that's right. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So
it makes you look worse, first off. It makes you look way worse. There are times to be confident, and there are times to stand your ground, and there are times when you just don't say things like that. Just don't do it.
Yeah. Don't do it, folks.
It makes you look worse. Don't have an Anna Kasparian moment. Joe Savage gave $10. So thanks, Joe, for the tenner. We give you money because we love you, Rags, because we agree with you on most things, so you're like a friend that can't argue back. Plus, I'm 100% straight, but I'd be gay for you. Hell yeah. That's my real goal.
But the question that we need to ask is, though, are traps gay?
Absolutely.
No, that's what we need to find out.
They're totally gay.
Well, wait. Well, when people ask... first off, before we get too far down the rabbit hole of are traps gay, let's go ahead and talk some video game stuff. What else did we have lined up? We just got off of the Angry Joe. Oh, yeah, the Angry Joe thing. Look, Angry Joe, I don't know, you're probably not going to see this. You probably have seen me on Twitter. I don't know. Talk to me, man, because I like your content, but that was a really shitty thing you did, and it's a shitty thing that you do to people, and disabling comments because you can't take the criticism is one thing, because that's the reason you disable comments, is because you don't want to hear the criticism, and now nobody can comment despite how much they want to support you because you don't want to see the bad things people say about you.
The bastard. By the way, one more video game thing. Car Simulator 2018 is up, so have fun with that.
Mechanic Simulator on Steam. I saw that, yeah.
It's on Steam.
I actually bought a game the other day. Let me see. It is.
I just bought a new game today.
What did I get? Solstice Chronicles MIA. It's like a twin stick style shooter, top down. You shoot aliens and mutants. I've only got about an hour and a half into it so far, but it's pretty decent. So I need to maybe stream it and talk about it more.
Have you played Nex Machina?
Nex Machina?
Nex Machina is on Steam. It's from the guys who made some really fucking baller fucking games on the PlayStation. Oh god, I can't remember the name.
Have you heard? No, I haven't heard. Okay, Nex Machina.
Housemarque. Yeah, Nex Machina. Yeah, Housemarque made it. And Housemarque, if you don't know who they are.
I've seen this before, but I haven't gotten it. It's rated very positive.
Yeah,
So-
I'm thinking of grabbing that like right now, and maybe we can stream it together. Because fuck, I love I love their
got,
previous games. I played Alien Nation. It was
shared
fantastic.
Split screen.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, they
Oh,
made
that's
Resogun,
crazy.
which was fucking baller. They made Super Stardust.
Let me add that to my wish list so I can come back later. But yeah, I think I was looking for twin stick shooter games.
Yeah, that's a
and
twin stick
this
shooter.
one
Yeah,
kind of popped up. I like those sorts
Yeah.
of things.
yeah, that's like the latest one. Came out last month.
Like like Geometry Wars back in the day and stuff like that.
Right,
I really
yeah.
liked, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
is rated
damn,
teen.
Geometry
There is
Wars.
violence and blood, so
Right.
just give them a warning out there. Trigger warning. Let's see. Housemark is the developer and publisher, so it's an indie game. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check that out. It looks pretty cool. It looks really cool.
Yep.
I got Pyre this week, and it's from the guys who made Bastion and Transistor.
Bastion.
And now-
Yeah. Okay.
So Pyre is basically NBA Jam, but with feelings and emotions and story. It's actually really good. Yeah, I'm really
Fire.
enjoying
It's
it.
$20.
It's worth it. I think it's worth it.
87%
The music is gorgeous. Like the music is just fucking gorgeous. Oh my god, I love Pyre. Pyre is good. It's probably one of my favorite games this year so far. Been playing that.
I'll take a look at it later on. I'm going through my games to beat them. I beat after I finished Prey, I dawdled around a bit in a lot of multiplayer games.
Yeah.
But I got back into Dishonored 2. Fantastic game. Both
Yeah.
Prey and Dishonored 2 are
I
both
need to finish this on it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. I'm getting close to the end, I think.
Yeah.
But they're both made by Arcane Studios. Fantastic games. Very good.
No.
Very excellent games. Highly recommend both of them. Especially Prey.
Prey is godlike.
Prey
yeah.
is so good.
The thing is that I wanted Prey 2. I wanted the original Prey 2, so I
Yeah.
don't know if I'd actually be
Yeah.
willing to play.
Oh no!
Prey.
Fuck the original Prey 2. Just play this
Prey,
one.
look,
It's
the new
No, but
new Prey.
Prey
is
2
really,
looks
really
so
good.
good. I
Mind-blowing.
mean, you know,
But
a
it's-
space
this is-
bouncy hunter game with a sort
Sure,
of.
yeah, I mean, that's-
Look, forget
It's
it's
like- but
forget
it's
it's called
boring.
Prey. Forget it's called
Yeah,
Prey.
forget it's
Yeah,
called
but
Prey.
the
Yeah,
thing
this
is
is
that
it's
the thing
mind-blowing
is that I
sci-fi.
really- I know what happened behind the scenes though in Prey 2.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
what happened to the team. They got fucked over, and that's why I don't really feel like playing Prey.
Put that aside. Put that aside. This is such a mind-blowingly well-written sci-fi game. You know, it could be if it was a book, it would be great to read. It really would be.
I don't know. I mean, I might give it a shot, but I really
you should
wanted to
give
play
it more
Prey
than
2.
a shot. You should put it on your must playlist in 2017. You have to do it.
Jeez.
I'm gushing about it, but my god, that game, when I played Prey, I did not put it down. That's how much I liked it.
Oh,
And I don't really finish
I
games.
thought it was great. I beat that shit quick. I got my
Yep.
I spent about 30 hours in Prey to beat it, and man,
me
it
too.
was great. I beat that
It
shit
was.
quick. That was a quick 30 hours.
Yeah. I picked up a new game today. I haven't played it yet. It's called Citadel Forged with Fire. And what it looks like, right? I was really impressed by the graphics here, but
Yeah.
it looks like an MMO sandbox game. And it's like how would you describe this? Maybe like a multiplayer Minecraft with like magic and shit.
Here is Citadel Forged with Fire.
Yeah, look at how good this game looks. It's in early access. It just came out like this week.
All right. Isn't there some Pathfinder game that they're making? Also, I'm
are
getting
they?
some background noise there from you. Doggies and
That's
stuff.
not me.
Yeah, it's Applebind.
Not me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
What's my?
Yeah, it's your dog.
Appleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's
Oh
like
yeah,
a-
my brother was watching. My brother was watching a video in the background.
I gotcha.
Oh shit, you are right. Pathfinder is getting a game.
Now, I've always wanted to kind of try D&D, but I never have. So, like, mixing that with video games sounds like a really
Yeah.
cool idea, and I'm kind of interested to see where that goes, and I hope it does well, too.
I mean, have you played Pillars of Eternity? That's the closest thing to D&D.
I need to, though.
Oh, dude, yeah, you need to. I mean, it's made from the same guys who made Icewind Dale and like Baldur's Gate and stuff like that. So I think
alright.
you should play it.
Let me go into the super chats here. I've actually got some things show up, and they actually are relevant. Necro13 gave me $5. He said, "Sorry, I can't give more, but thanks for being an inspiration for me to make videos." First off, don't be sorry at all. I really appreciate what you can give, and I'm glad that I've inspired you to make a channel. So you go for it, and I wish you the best. Thank you very much. Chris Zillich, $20. Excellent. I just joined. I don't know if you've talked about Lawbreakers, But what do you all think of that? I haven't played Lawbreakers.
I played that actually.
Is it good?
It's good. Yeah, it's like Unreal Tournament 2017.
Okay.
Isn't it like free this weekend on Steam? You can download
It's free this
it,
weekend on
right?
Steam. Yeah, it's free this weekend.
Good, because I have.
I think normally costs like $30, but
Yeah.
it's free this weekend.
I didn't know it was out yet.
Just download
out,
it on Steam.
It
yeah,
is.
you can grab it now.
Yeah, play the
yeah,
beta. Yeah, the open beta is up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we stop with the beta name?
So,
Well, it'll be out of beta in August, so it's just.
Well, it comes out in like 10 days, so it's not a beta.
Yeah,
Game's
it
done.
was actually in beta, like actual proper beta. They did it for, I think, for a long time. I was in the beta. I played it for a few months now. Yeah, I've been playing it off and on. They would have like every week we would play with the developers and just give some feedback.
Oh, neato.
Yeah,
Come on.
so it actually had a beta.
Come on, Ian. Come on, though.
It's a real beta.
10 days away, and you're gonna.
I know.
call
Now
it.
they're like, well, it's still a beta, but they didn't have like the proper fixes in yet. I think this is not like the final build.
It's a beta.
But,
Right.
Yeah, it's a beta build. So they have a proper build that's coming out.
Well, maybe I'll check it out. I like hero shooters. I kind of have 3 that I play regularly: Overwatch, Paladins, and Dirty Bomb.
Yeah, so you can try
I
this
like
out.
the idea. So
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I'll
You'll
try
dig
it out. So thanks very much, Chris, for the $20.
Yeah.
Jay
Well, there's
Caesar,
a lot of-
$2. Have you checked out some PS4 games at PS Now? No, I haven't. I don't have actually. Honestly, I don't really have much of an interest at all in PS Now at all. Some might, and more power to
I
them.
actually bought. Speaking of PlayStation, I actually bought a couple of games for the PlayStation. I just recently got a PS4, and the only games that I have on a PS4 is Persona 5, Bloodborne, and freaking Uncharted.
There you go.
I don't think.
I've heard those are all good.
I don't think it's.
They're good games. Yeah. Persona 5 is especially good.
Yeah.
I mean, top 10, one of the best games of the year.
I see.
Hands down. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me see. Mark Weber gave $5. This would be more, but I'm saving up to upgrade my graphics card and buy parts for a custom water cooling loop. Love building as much as gaming. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into building, and I see. I've got a water cooler actually behind me. It's going to be a water cooler for the Ryzen 1800X, and it's like RGB and everything. It's very nice. I kind of splurged a bit because you guys are so generous.
Is it Corsair
It is.
or DXC?
Let me look real quick. It's right here. The box is right here.
I'll read the next message while we're at it. Jo says the creator of the Dream Daddy fan art who received death threats is saying that they might
heard
leave
about that.
social media for
Oh
good.
yeah, I've heard that.
I actually
Wait, what was
talked
that
to her
fan
this.
art for?
It was a gender swap, and what happened was one of the characters was trans, female to male in the game, but in the gender swap, it was
female.
it was male to female. But the trans community or some fucking assholes in the fucking
nutcases.
yeah.
Thousands. Yeah. She said that she's probably gonna delete all her social media.
She shouldn't.
No. Don't.
Yeah, I told her not to.
Yeah, don't.
I told
do
her
it.
not to.
Do not.
Yeah,
Oh, you talked to her already?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
don't.
I talked to her this morning.
No, she unlocked her account though. She unlocked her account. She's doing well
Yeah, but
now.
just an hour ago, she said that we'll probably leave all social media. The harassment is uncontrollable. Have a great one.
Good.
No,
Never
she-
damn.
pander to these people. You'll never.
Wow.
She
please
needs
them.
to speak up because I talked to her this morning about getting her to like do a little interview with you, like on a stream.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
but,
That would be
she's
good. That would be good.
no, but
Yeah.
she's like I don't want to like keep talking about it. But the problem is if you don't fight back, this
They
is
will
going to be
keep
attached.
fighting.
This is going to be attached to your file. They'll always have some
Yeah.
ammunition. This is
Yeah.
a win.
Over
And-
something
and
so
here's the
silly.
thing.
Yeah.
Fan art.
Here's the thing, they're going after her for like other stuff too. Like they're going after her because, all right, there's one video on her channel that is her black boyfriend putting makeup on her. He calls her a nigga, and she and she calls him a nigga, and but it's clearly not racial
It's
at
just
all.
a joke. Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's Hispanic. She's Mexican, right? Or maybe Puerto Rican. I don't know. One or the other, right? I can't tell the difference. No. But for real, she's not a
But
racist,
context.
right?
Why is context never a fucking thing that these people?
Yeah.
It's-
I know
it's
they
awful.
fucking lack the context.
So I
yeah,
guess
what a
you-
bunch of bullshit.
I guess you guys went over JO's donation. Because Jo,
we just read it.
yeah, 20
Yeah,
bucks.
we
Thanks
read it.
very much for
Yeah.
the 20.
What was
Jo.
the brand for your?
It is actually now. I talked to Bulletberry. He outlined a lot of stuff that he said I should get, and so I trust a lot. This is from Gamerstorm.
Gamerstorm. I've never heard of that.
It's a Captain 240 EX liquid water CPU cooler.
Huh.
So it actually weighs quite a bit, but it's like got RGB and all sorts of stuff.
A deep cool Gamerstorm.
Captain 240 EX.
40. Okay, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Yes. So
Yeah, it's a Gamerstorm.
splurging. So there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Don't.
Oh, that looks sick.
Oh yeah. When I get it all set up, it'll be great. Because
How much does it cost?
A lot. The whole thing costed quite a bit, but.
No, I mean this Gamerstorm thing, because I'm thinking I might get the same thing.
A lot. Let me click here. It is. When I bought it, it was 128.
Not bad.
So,
not bad. Yeah, just slightly more than a Corsair, but you know, actually not bad at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the. So I'm waiting on the
Cool.
memory
Mm-hmm.
right now. So I guess that's on its way. Oh well.
Yeah.
So once that's here, I'll be able to do it because it'll be DDR4. Anyway, Will LaCroix sent $5. Just so you know, I'm fapping to you, and that's what I want to hear.
Okay. Nice.
You will. May you have it. I hope you have the best of endings. Pretend it's right all over my face. You.
The happiest of endings.
Yeah. Felix for the win gave $2. Have you played BioShock? I'm halfway through the first one. Have I played BioShock? I've played BioShock like 7 times through.
Yeah.
My number 2 game of all time, only recently unseated by The Witcher 3. I love the first BioShock, and I really like the second one too. Infinite is not memorable.
I like Infinite. I like Infinite.
The story's great. The cutscenes are alright. Playing the game is a chore.
Yeah, the combat is not very good.
Well, we already know that there was a lot of stuff that got left on the cutting room floor just because of Xbox 360 and PS3 hardware limitations.
Yes.
So Medium Reginald sent $5. Check out Serious Sam Bogus Detour. Much more replay value than Nex Machina. Ooh boy.
Oh. I have that one actually. I own that. I haven't played it.
Weeb sent $10. Thank you very much, Weeb, for $10. And he said play D&D and live stream it like Sargon did. You know, that's not a bad idea. He did like a Civ stream, a Civilization shitposting stream, but doing stuff like D&D and things, that was kind of fun. Little role play sort of thing. That'd be nice. Eva Unit, he's asking a lot of questions of you guys. Eva Unit sent 2 more New Zealand dollarinos, and he said, Appabend, what's it like to live in a place with Sharia law?
Does Appabend? Where does Appabend live?
Appabend, you there?
Maybe he's not here.
Yeah. When he pops back up, he can tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Let me see. So, thanks very much, guys. Thanks very much, especially to you, Jo, and everyone, Weeb and Felix and Medium and Eva again. What is next on our little list of thingies? We got about 40 or so minutes till Fringy is gonna get sick of us. Then has to leave and go build didgeridoos and ride kangaroos and whatever they do in Australia.
Yeah, that's what Australians do. They ride kangaroos to work.
It actually sounds like the tits.
Can we talk about how good Wolfenstein II looks?
Oh, it looks great, doesn't it?
It looks great.
Yep,
Oh,
it looks amazing.
Appabend, you're back. One of my super chatters, Eva Unit 02, he sent 2 New Zealand dollarinos, and he said, Appabend, what is it like to live in a place with Sharia law?
I don't live in a place with Sharia law. It's only in Aceh. I live in a place where it's pretty much fine. It's pretty much everything just fine. As long
Indonesia?
Yep.
Wow.
I live here.
Yeah.
No kidding.
We
should travel, but you should come here because I don't want to visit Indonesia. They hate Chinese people.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
He's like, yeah, they do.
Yeah, I know. They cut people's heads off.
I don't get why. I don't get why they hate.
I know,
but
it's weird,
just
right?
a little bit of travel advice. If you're traveling to Indonesia, don't travel to Aceh. For the love of God, don't. Just
Aceh
the rest of the places are fine.
For the love of Allah.
Yep, Aceh, don't. Aceh is where Aceh is where the freaking Sharia law is in there, and that's where Islam through history. So that's where the freaking
why it would be some hardcore. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
it's not a nice place.
Go to Bali. Bali, it's fine.
Bali's awesome.
Bali's fine.
Except for the occasional, bouts of terrorist attacks, which they tend to happen a lot over there because there's too many white people there. So it's a nice
Australian tourists.
Yeah. So it's a nice juicy target.
Allahu Akbar.
I laugh whenever you do that in a video game when you throw a grenade. Say that. Like, oh,
it's like I don't even think about it now. Even when I'm in like PUBG, doesn't matter what it is. Like a grenade is a grenade leaving my hand. Bless this grenade. Destroy the influence with this grenade. But it's PUBG, and so it is a frag grenade, and so of course it does not kill people.
Yeah. To answer Super Miner, doesn't Indonesia have a secular government? Yeah, it does. Many of these countries do. Yeah, like even fucking Pakistan has a secular government. The problem is they don't override. They don't override the religious authorities when the religious authorities decide to form a mob. So yeah, that's a problem.
But we're back to video games. We don't want to talk about that.
Back to video games. Don't talk about politics. World politics is boring and depressing, and we can talk about that any other stream.
Let me see. So what else did you guys have that's kind of happening? What's sort of going on?
Wolfenstein II. Let's talk about that shit.
I haven't finished the first Wolfenstein. It's gonna be after I beat Dishonored 2. I'm finishing the first Wolfenstein.
Oh hell yeah, do that.
What I've played is about 8 hours or so.
It's
very good. Very good. I really like Wolfenstein. It was
30 minutes.
Surprisingly good story with a surprisingly good cast of characters, which I didn't expect at all.
Yeah.
I expected nothing but just Nazi killing. And while it was that, and that part of the game is excellent, I was really drawn in by how good the environments are. It's a very immersive game. It's really easy to get sucked into the world. And the characters and companions, the people you meet, you start to care for them a little bit. And it's really good. I would highly recommend Wolfenstein to anybody who wants a good shooter. It's a very good game. I think it's fantastic. I think there's a Bethesda sale I tweeted out not too long ago, and
it was on fucking like $10 or some shit.
Oh, worth. But Wolfenstein 2 I've seen a bit of.
30 minutes of it got released today. Yeah, to demo. 30 minutes of demo footage.
I haven't seen.
I decided to avoid it. Avoid it as much as possible because I finished the first one.
I'm in Appaben's first. I'm in his party. I don't want to see it just because I want it to kind of all hit me at once.
Right.
But
yeah, okay.
Man, what I've seen so far,
it looks gorgeous. It looks amazing.
It does look fantastic. It wasn't.
I was watching it and like, the characters interacting with each other, and one of them is like this black woman, and she's like racist against a German chick, and it's like, wow, they give them nuance. This is good writing. Yeah.
Yeah. 3-dimensional characters.
It's
wow.
really fucking good.
Now, wasn't there an article talking about how Wolfenstein is basically the alt-right and Trump supporters and stuff like that?
Yeah. That was a Mike.com article. They publish anything.
Mike has quickly become like the worst.
It is the worst. I mean, that site has not made a profit in 4 years since its existence.
How does it still exist?
For it.
I'll tell you how. I'm getting to that. It exists because thousands of Harvard alumni have donated money to it and keep it alive. It's an incubator for social justice causes, is what it is. It's a platform where they just pump out these shitty article after shitty article. It doesn't make any money, but that's how they do it. And now it's starting to make money, I believe, by getting traffic from Tumblr. So you'll see a lot of very pro Tumblr articles on the site.
Tumblr.
For instance, the Dream Daddy game, right? It's very popular in Tumblr. So now there's like at least 3 articles there praising Dream Daddy and how Tumblr has embraced this game, superseding even Overwatch, because Overwatch used to be the #1 searched game on Tumblr. That's where the fan base was, but now it's being taken over by the Dream Daddy fans.
Man, is Dream Daddy a clean game?
What do you mean?
Is it clean, or is it dirty?
What clean? No, it's very dirty.
No. I mean, like, do I see cock?
Oh,
Yes,
there's no
yes,
cock in it,
exactly.
no.
No.
Okay. All right. Just
That
curious.
there's some-
I'm
relatively
asking
clean
for
game.
a friend. I'm just
Yeah, it's a relatively clean game.
Alright.
It's like the romance and stuff, just like visual novel stuff, but nothing hardcore.
I did get
Like
would've
there's implied sex.
I did get Honey Pop, the proper version, no censored. And it's
Right,
okay.
yeah,
that's all right as far as dating games go. Isn't it? Dating game, quote
Yeah.
unquote dating games. Yeah, it's pretty good. Indians are filthy. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see. But yeah, with this whole Dream Daddy thing, I mean, the level that you have to get to send death threats to people because they drew fan art of a character, just
Yeah, it's just a
innocently
fan of the
gender
game.
swapping everybody for the funsies of it, and this is what you, man, that's just it's a shitty.
The
human
developers
being who
themselves
does
said,
that.
"Please don't do that." You
Yeah,
know?
it was less than
Please don't
10
do this.
days between that game coming out and the fans of it sending death threats to somebody, and it's
Yeah,
that's bad.
I'm glad that they are. I'm glad that they are as bad as it is because it disputes the narrative that only violent video games like say Call of Duty, invite fans to be assholes.
Yeah, you're right.
Because
Yeah.
because here you have Dream Daddy. It's a clean fucking game. It's made for people who are liberals, right? It's all about gay shit. And wow, it sounds
who
so
likes
homophobic
that?
there.
Ugh.
But
It's
no,
the same
seriously,
thing
it's
with
like
Steven
it's such a
Universe. Steven Universe is very clean. It's very harmless. It's very much for children, but it attracts the worst freaking people I've ever seen.
Doesn't
Yeah.
Steven Universe have all that fusing shit though, which is basically them fucking each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not clean then. It's about sexual stuff, which is weird for a kid's show.
It's very funny how the worst, most toxic fan bases, like for instance, even like Supergirl, is very it's a very clean show. You watch it and it's a happy, good time. It's a CW show, and yet it invites hardcore assholes who are just bullying people. Compared to say the 100 is also a CW show, but it's also a dark, gruesome show where people die horribly, right? And that show doesn't have the assholes following it. The people who watch it are just sane, normal people. It's weird.
Yeah, I guess
You don't see
Walking
Blacklist
Dead is-
fans being assholes,
Mm-hmm.
There are certain really bad fandoms though, and I think Steven Universe's fandom is one of the worst.
Yeah.
'Cause a similar thing happened where somebody drew a character too slim and bullied her to near suicide.
Yes. It was last
Yep.
year, I think.
Yeah.
Last year or the year before, 2015.
Last year.
It was. Yeah, her name was Z. So it was Z or something. I can't remember her name, but I know who you're talking.
It's a Me01.
And that's way too much of an overreaction for a freaking kids show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
children. It's for kids.
They're like, oh,
It's like,
you're
look
fat
at-
phobic.
Look at what people did with My Little Pony. I mean, shit. Look at that.
I know.
That
Not
show
gonna-
is not good.
not-
That show is not good, and
Okay.
I get sick.
All right.
Oh no, actually, it's actually pretty good. No, it isn't.
Okay, now I get. I don't want to throw too much shade here. A lot of the people that I hang out with, a lot of the people I end up hanging out with, on, like Discords and stuff, my regular friends and stuff I play with, they're super bronies, right? They were watching it in a watch together. They asked if I wanted to see it, and I said sure. I've never actually seen the show. It's not. I don't think. It's
I
bad
have
at all.
seen it.
I don't think it's bad. I don't.
I don't think it's
I don't
awful,
s-
but
I
I don't
don't
think
see
it's.
the-
I don't think it's great. It's not the kind of thing I, as a fully grown adult, would want to
Yeah.
watch, as opposed to Breaking Bad or something.
As far as a show like that goes, I see the appeal because it did have. I watched like 2 episodes, I think. The characters have personalities and there's like overarching storyline and things like that. But so I see the appeal, but it's not something that I'd ever watch ever voluntarily. But it is kind of crazy how it became this thing.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. I mean, these are grown-ass fucking adult men, some of them veterans, military veterans, who literally have just killed people. And they're just adults, and they're just watching the show, and they're totally into it. And I see the porn all the time as a result. So there you go.
I originally thought it was ironic, ironically watching
Like it was
because
like
it
counterculture
was
for its
sad
own
but
sake
funny.
almost.
Yeah.
But it's I mean, it's not a bad show, I don't think, as for for what it is. So
Yeah, for children, sure. Yeah, but you wouldn't be an adult
Yeah, but
watching
what I
it.
mean is, as an adult, would you rather watch that over like Mad Men or something? I don't
Exactly.
get that.
It's weird, right? Why the fuck are you watching a children's show when you can watch Breaking Bad or The Wire or
But also, why do you have to make a club out of it? You know, like I don't remember there being a club for watching The Wire or anything like that. You know, the Wireinos, like, no, we just watch the show because you like it. You don't need a convention for it.
Let me see. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's strange how like these fan communities pop up about stuff. But you know, if they see the appeal, it has more power to them, right? I'm not
exactly. I'm not going to tell them that they can't do that. Of course.
Like, I wouldn't want to draw a male Pinkie Pie and get a death threat or anything. So who knows?
Don't do fan art for those sorts of fandoms. Just do Rick and Morty fan art, and then you're good.
Let's see. What else did we kind of have on the docket? The docket, he said, assuming we have any sort of actual plan.
Were we going to eventually address the whole TB thing at CoxCon?
Oh, CoxCon.
That?
Yeah. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, Jesse Cox and Total Biscuit have this little convention. I say little. They have this convention called CoxCon, which is its actual name that they decided to call it. And they did a question and answer panel, and one of the people who asked a question, because this is a convention about internet culture, he went up to the microphone and he asked Jesse, the internet meme question: are traps gay?
Yes, they are.
And we can talk about that later. But the
Jesse Cox got like all stunned, right? He was like a stunned look. This is funny because in a fucking his live stream, you know, with the what's the name of the live stream that the four of them all did?
The Optional Podcast.
Yeah, the Corruptional Podcast. They had a very similar live stream where they were talking about, you know, transgender people and whether they would date them or something. And this is some pretty nasty shit, like stuff that we would say.
He's done tweets and stuff mocking the whole thing, having good-natured fun about stuff.
Yeah.
But
it's all jokes, man. It's all jokes.
But for some reason, Total Biscuit decided he was so fucking goddamn woke that he kicked he had the person removed, right? Basically because
banned him.
He went to Twitter and he told people to identify this person so that that person could be ejected, right? Which is first authoritarian as fuck, but that's scary that you would do it. This guy is telling people on Twitter to identify somebody. That's ugh. And then he called the question transphobic, and he went into Shives mode lockdown on Twitter and started blocking people left and right.
It wasn't the only thing that he did.
And
he also donated.
He blocked someone here.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he donated. He donated $50 or like $100 or something to a transgender thing in the UK, and he tweeted out a screenshot of that, saying that this is what happens. So, like, I'd rather support this, and so it's like, why are you virtue signaling this hard?
Did the dude get ejected? Get his ticket back?
No.
Did the dude? So what the fuck? He paid for the ticket, and then he got any.
Yeah,
you can't do that. He paid for it.
That
was anything wrong.
That was the last scummy thing Total Biscuit could do, because it's like my interest in him was about 1% after the whole Trump thing that he pulled, but now, fuck Total Biscuit, dude.
Fuck him. I'm a huge fan of him. Like I've binging his videos for like back in 2011 and 2012, and it was so disappointing to see him like this. Just by the time he disabled comments, it's like, okay, fine. He's gonna have the comments on his Reddit post, his subreddit after all. So like, okay, cool, fine. Then he pulled the freaking Trump thing back in 2014, just going after his freaking wife just because she voted Gary Johnson.
That wasn't in 2014. That was 2016.
That was 2016.
Yeah, man. That was
2016.
That was crazy. That's fucking insane. Like, oh man.
How freaking reactionary could he be?
The dude has, I don't know, man. He's just, I don't know.
He's on my Skype. I haven't talked to him about this at all. I mean, I consider him a friend, but I don't know, man. Like, he's going off the rails here, and I feel like I don't know if this is the case, but I feel like it's because of his friendship with Laura Kate Dale or Laura Kate Buzz.
Yeah,
that's what's been brought up. For everyone watching, let them know who that is.
Okay, so this is a former Destructoid UK writer, and she's the one who got a guy sacked from. He was a presenter at some gaming event in the UK. I think it was a Eurogamer event, EGX, and she got him fired because he had misgendered her by accident. He thought that she was cosplaying because she doesn't really pass, right? She looks like a dude in drag, and so he thought that she was cosplaying as some female character. So he asked
That's
her,
why.
"What are you cosplaying as?"
I think I can see.
And she's like, "I'm not cosplaying." And instead of just talking to him and being like, I feel hurt by this, she went to Twitter, ranted about it, got the people who run EGX involved, and got him fired. That guy got fired.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, and ever since then, like I've streamed with her like once or twice, and she seemed cool. This is back in social justice days, but she seemed cool at the time. But now lately, I'm realizing there's a lot of bullshit that goes on behind the scenes. I mean, I knew about this already, but like it's very obvious that she's manipulating certain things here, and she's very close friends with people like Jim Sterling, who, by the way, wasn't always in SJW, but now he totally is. Every day he's just virtue signaling.
Yeah, remember Jim Sterling supports doxing, so.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Adam, fucking hell! I was so disappointed when I saw Adam Sessler.
Yeah, Adam
saying
Sessler. Remember,
it's cool.
Adam Sessler supports doxing, and so does Jim Sterling.
Yeah, what did he say? Oh, yeah, you have free speech, and I have the right to find your address and put it out there. And then Jim Sterling's like,
So Sessler and Sterling are kind of filthy for thinking that. It's pretty fucking
I'm getting
awesome.
so upset watching these people that I like just do these shitty things.
You want to know something really shitty? The fact that I designed Jim Sterling's website.
Did you?
I did, yeah, and he promised to pay me, and he was like, "I'll kick some coin your way." I have the chat logs and everything. He never paid me for that, by the way.
Jeez.
Wow.
Jim, pay your people.
That is.
I know you got. I know
Isn't
you
he
got
getting
money.
$10,000 a month on Patreon?
Yeah, ever since he started doing Patreon, he got $10,000, $15,000 a month, and now what? He can't kick me some coin? Well, because what? I'm not a social justice warrior. Are you for real?
Jeez.
I emailed him too.
Hell.
I mean,
Yeah,
Jim
emailed him like a
Jim's
couple
done a
months
lot
ago.
of good stuff for like the gaming industry and things, but when it comes to
Yes.
social stuff, he can be really hit and miss.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want
Yeah.
I want Jim Sterling on YouTube. I wouldn't want him actually making industry impacting decisions. Let's
No.
put it that way.
No,
Let's put
you
it that
don't.
way. Let's put
don't.
it that way. But oh well. I mean, that's all I guess all I'll say on that. That's this whole other thing.
Yeah.
Let me see what else has been going on here. What has the haps been? Let me see. Gaming wise,
There's like indie stuff on the horizon,
like
And
what?
good indie stuff.
Yeah, there's been a.
Re-
It makes me so pissed off when people shit all over indie games.
Yeah.
And like
I think
indie
it's
games
because-
and AA games are really honestly among the best that's getting made now. So
Yeah, I think it's because of the there's a lot. There was this whole surge of bullshit games, right? Stuff like fucking Gone Home, and that was taking off for a while, and we thought, oh shit, indie games are all just going to be like Gone Home, but that hasn't really materialized. Now we've had stuff like Enter the Gungeon. That's a fantastic indie game, right?
so good.
Flinthook was really good.
And right now, the one I'm looking at right now is Moonlighter. It's you play as a shopkeeper who's also an adventurer. That looks amazing.
I want to
Looks
play
fucking cool.
Edmund McMill. Oh, damn, I can't remember. The guy who made The Binding of Isaac, he did a new game, The End is Nigh. I want to play that.
What did he make recently?
The End is Nigh. That's the one that he just
End is
released. Yeah.
Oh shit! That came out like a few days ago. Yeah,
Yeah, I want to play that one.
that looks really good. Yeah.
The thing is that like it's a very weird attitude to be like, hey, this game has a bigger budget, therefore its quality is better. We know that when it comes to films, we know that the budget has nothing to do with it. If the script sucks, then the movie's going to suck, no matter how much money you put into it. And I think the same applies for games. If the fundamental core of it is good, then sure, money's a factor. But if the fundamental core of a game is uninspired, throwing a lot of money at it doesn't automatically make it better.
One thing I've noticed too is that it seems to be that a very clear and concise and limited budget forces developers to keep their eyes on the prize and to keep to focus on what they need to focus on. So you have a lot of excellent AA games like 7 Days to Die and Dirty Bomb and Vermintide, games that are really, really good, and they're not too big and overly ambitious. They focus on a set of things that they want to do really well, and they stick with them.
Like well, that's the thing. All games need focus, and you find with a studio with 600 people, nobody in particular is really invested in it. Yeah, it's just like, oh, I got to texture this wall. Like, you know, it's not really. Yeah, I'd say that, and I think that kind of shows when you see games that, I guess people feel have no heart or soul or anything put into it, where it just sort of feels like a product, and I feel like that's sort of a byproduct of this huge expansion of teams and how big they are now. Like, you know, AAA teams used to be about 40, 50 people, was really big. Halo 2 had a 50-man team, and that was big.
It was considered huge. Oh, now you have Assassin's Creed, there's like 1,000 people.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, speaking of teams, I want to ask something. I just noticed that there's been like very less of movie-based video games.
Yeah.
There's like a really
because they don't sell and they're shit.
they don't sell their shit, but they used to keep chugging them back when during the PS2 days. They were like,
they just get a license.
Games used to be a lot cheaper to make, so you could make a piece of shit and throw it out, and it would be easy. But now, even if you want to make a really crappy game, it's still going to be like tens of millions.
Now what they do is they just make them mobile games. You know, they'll just have a clicker or something and theme it based on the movie.
Yeah, that's way cheaper.
That actually works.
And it makes more money.
Yeah, you have 3 guys making it. Maybe a small team of artists, like 2 people there, and that's all they need to do. They just use music and stuff that's already produced for the movie. Boom, done.
Joe Savage just gave $10. Thanks very much, Joe. He said, Total Biscuit seems reasonable enough in part on his videos, and he does. But I can't support someone who won't allow comments on his videos. Something about it seems dirty, like someone took away my First Amendment rights.
Right.
Well, he explained his reasoning behind it. I think it was something along the lines of Google like, the comment system was really it was with Google Plus. It wasn't.
He said that it was because of Google Plus. He didn't like the new comment system, so he nuked the comments on his whole channel and protest. Yeah, I don't know how much I buy that. Look,
I don't buy that, man. I think it's because he didn't like criticism.
Yeah, so he said, instead, come to my heavily moderated Reddit page. But, yeah, obviously you don't actually have First Amendment rights in the comment section of someone's page. I get that.
Yeah.
So it's just
it just feels like an infringement.
Yeah, it does. It does. Like, you feel like, you know, everybody else has their comment. This is like when... It's like someone, when they disable the ratings, it's the same thing. It's like, I'm not even allowed to comment. I can't even write a comment on this video. It feels wrong. Like
you're heavily suggesting that people
don't say anything.
Yeah, and especially...
You just want them to agree with you.
Yeah.
The ratings in particular is the one that really fucks me off. Like, you're not even letting people tell you broadly if they liked or didn't like your video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's messed up. And when I see that, red flags always go up when I see that.
Yeah. Like, especially a TED Talk or something that has no ratings.
Oh, shit, yeah. When I get... really the only time I think I can support disabling comments or something like that is if it's a very serious kind of video. Or if it's like a pure announcement sort of video of a certain nature.
If you're worried that people will dox somebody or something in the comment section.
Something like that.
But even that can actually happen.
I don't know.
That is a possibility.
These things are very few, very, very few and far between. I mean, honestly,
and I think there's no excuse. Yeah, there's no reason.
You don't disable your likes and dislikes and hide comments if you're confident in the things that you made.
Exactly.
It's like you're not ready to stand up. If you disable comments and disable ratings, then how much will you really stand up for what you've said?
Exactly. You gotta be able to stand up for what you are saying. Otherwise, don't say them at all. If you are afraid of criticism, then why are you even on the internet? Why are you using social media if you don't want criticism? If you're afraid of it.
If you don't like criticism, then maybe making public videos on YouTube isn't for you. And if you want to get over not liking criticism, then this is the perfect way to do that.
This is like people complaining on Twitter about mentions.
You're on Twitter. It's like an open platform where people can talk to you.
I've messaged people because I've either been shown a tweet or I've just been browsing and like, oh, you don't even follow me and you're responding to my tweets. You stalking? It's like, this social media, you dipshit. It's like, what do you think this is for? It's like you think that I'm not supposed. You're making these public statements. It's like anyone can find you. Just stupid idiots, man.
You know what my favorite thing is?
By the way, can we switch the subject a little bit to let's switch Total Biscuit to the Dream Daddy fan artist who locked her account.
Yeah,
like, do you think that's
we talked about that
like a good? Yeah, do you think?
Yeah, I just
do you think that's like justified? Do you think like that's justified for her to lock her account?
No, I told her to I said do not quit, keep doing what you love, and do not pander and be a victim to these hateful SJWs. Yeah, so hopefully, because she's so fucking talented.
Yeah, she is
very talented.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is that she only has about let me go here. She only has Onips only has 43.6 thousand followers, so she basically got double what I have, about as much as Ian has.
I'll tell you how she got that many. She gained about maybe 15,000 followers since this thing happened.
Yeah, because her latest tweets have had a lot of likes and retweets based on her.
Yeah,
size.
people are they hate the SJWs. They see the bullying going on, so they're following her.
Yeah.
You look at her tweet about saying I might shut down my account.
That's what I responded to.
It's nothing but love. You have like 2 fucking idiots that are like, good, leave, and then you look at their account and all they do is they just hate. They just hate all day. And even as fucking like toxic as people claim as we are, we don't just only fucking hate about things. We fucking post things we like too. But all these people is just fucking pure hate.
Oh, by the way, Ian, what was it with people to replying to your tweets with the freaking ants to someone's head?
Oh, I explained that already earlier.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to make a video on that too. The gamer, you're gonna just you're gonna have a fucking library of videos.
You have to absorb it. You have to wear it on your sleeve. It's like your ego should be like Ant-Man or something. You should have like a hat, or you should.
I'm actually having a piece of art drawn with me with the Ant-Man.
Hell yeah! Just own up to that. That's what's so great. Is like he's the Ant-Man. Is like, yeah, I am the Ant-Man. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
But it's stupid shit people do. Bowie Hunter gave me $10. Thanks, Bowie Hunter. He said, it's a great day when JTech TV blocks you on Twitter. Well, Bowie, you are not alone.
Oh God.
He is blocked pretty much anybody that follows me. Let me see if he's blocked. He goes on and off and blocking me.
One of my favorite things that people do when they get blocked on Twitter, they'll make let's say they're making a video about the person, they'll put their Twitter handle in the video title, so when it gets liked and it goes to
fuck,
Twitter,
that annoys the shit out of me. Luckily the people who don't like me are a bunch of small fry nobodies, and I just notice them basically is all it does. But then I'll make a video response to them and it'll get 100,000+ views, and it'll have their Twitter handle in the video, and then I'll say, you guys could, if you wanted to, what you could do is you could spread the word on Twitter that you really like this video, because I'd love the views, so they see what it's like, But that's a really petty, childish, and immature thing to do.
It is.
I did that once on the Mooch, and he blocked literally everybody who liked my video.
Oh yeah,
every single person who liked my video got blocked by Mooch.
That's what's so crazy. Like, people idolize Crap Gamer and Mooch and all of these.
I don't get that.
There is nothing admirable about these people other than their sheer zealous devotion to a corporation. Right? These are not good role models to have.
Crap Gamer's making 4 videos a day, all about the Xbox One X. How is that admirable?
Yeah. It's fucking Xbox propaganda channel, and you're like looking up to these people. It's like, you need to get some better fucking heroes. It's like, move over, fucking Rosa Parks. I've got freaking
4 videos a day. 4 videos a day is common. That is all about consoles. They're not even about games. They're just talking about consoles. It's just. This is such non-content. It's such vacuous shit.
Well, what can you say about a console after a while? Oh, look at that power button.
Well, exactly. I don't talk about consoles because there's nothing to talk about.
He's got. Today he's done 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The amount of videos he's done that have been within a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 videos. It says at least a day ago or more recent.
Yeah, that's
8. Sideways Infinity.
I know. That's like a video every 4 hours. A video every 2 hours.
that's a bit much.
Yeah, that's. I did actually. This just reminded me of something. I saw like this footage for Crackdown 3. It did not look very good.
It doesn't look
It
great.
looks like shit.
Did you guys see it? Yeah.
And
it's
why
weird
don't
because this game-
just play like there's a new one coming out, right? So the people who made oh fuck, what's the name? I'm so bad at names. Saints Row. It's one of the makers of Saints Row.
Volition.
Agents of Mayhem.
Oh damn!
Volition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agents of Mayhem. Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming out in 2 weeks, actually. Yeah.
Right, and we're getting two different things that are very
Really?
similar.
Yeah, 2 weeks, yeah.
Oh,
Well, the thing is,
What
is I was
Agents-
like,
what
what really?
Agents of Mayhem was released for?
Yeah, August 15th. August 15th.
Yeah, August 15th, PC, Xbox, and PS4.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
But in terms of like Crackdown 3, I remember when it got first announced, I was like, oh, cool. And then we didn't hear anything about it for 1.5 years. Then we got a trailer. Then we didn't hear anything about it for 2 years. And then we finally get a release date. And this is like what it looks like. It's been in development for so long.
Yeah, and the thing is that when it comes to graphics, right? Honestly, I don't really care too much about graphics. As long as there's enough substance in the game to make up for it. That's why 7 Days to Die is so good, because it looks like garbage, but there's so much shit in the actual game. It's fine.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're the ones who've made it such a big deal.
Crackdown was meant to be the power of the cloud, definitive Xbox's most powerful game. And it doesn't look like it's got any cloud-related things at all.
We point
It
this
looks like
stuff out
garbage.
because they are the ones who've made such a big deal about it.
And I think it smells of bullshit when they tell me it's powered by the cloud. Like, come on.
Oh, yeah, that
Well,
doesn't...
yeah,
yeah.
the reason
no
why
way. It's not technologically possible. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? You need.
I remember when I heard about the destruction thing, my immediate thought was, what happens if you don't have a good internet connection? You just can't play the game at all?
Yeah,
They can't design a
exactly.
game where you need a certain internet connection. That's insane.
Exactly.
What do they mean as being powered by the cloud? That means that Xbox One has the capability
destruction.
to
Yeah.
Wi-Fi?
I think what it was like, oh, the destruction is rendered on Microsoft's cloud servers in multiplayer so that you can destroy like the whole city. Yeah, I know.
What?
It sounds so unbelievable.
Yeah. No.
Why? Why would you do that?
Well,
The console's not powerful enough.
Well, because it's fine though, because you've got those 300,000 high quality whatever servers that went somewhere. I don't know where
I remember that
they
man
went somewhere.
about it, but I don't know where they are.
It's great. I don't know where they are, but man, they sure talked them up for ages. They went somewhere. They're around out there in a place somewhere. They're in the cloud is where they're being stored in the cloud is where those 300,000 servers are there. They're stored in the cloud.
And that's it, isn't it? That's the only.
Damn, I would be
Xbox
having a
exclusive
very
this year.
bad time. I'll be having a very bad time with the Xbox One if that's the case.
Yeah, no
The
need.
internet sucks.
Yeah, man, I don't like this reliance on the internet. You see, here's the thing. I had an issue with my internet at the beginning of this week. Basically, someone moved into the building that I'm in, and when they were getting their internet hooked up, for some reason, they messed up and they basically like unplugged me from the wall. I got the short end of their proverbial stick, and I just got like unplugged. So I lost my internet, and I had it. I lost internet for basically a day, and fuck, it sucks. Like, like not having internet it's like crippling.
You don't have mobile data? You don't have a phone?
I have a phone. Yeah, I had a phone. I had the video that I did. I think one of the last video that I did that uploaded. I was like, man, I've been busy as hell for like 2 weeks. When I get home, all I want to do is sleep or relax. I've been so goddamn busy at work. And then I get home, I finally put together this hour-long video after all this time.
Yeah.
Jamin fucking Warren, and I'm ready to post it, and then like literally as it says ready to publish, and I'm going over the stats, I lose my internet, and I'm like, and so luckily I remember that I could go into my phone and do it, but man, losing internet, it's like the whole world stops. Because I'm so I use it for everything. I use it for talking to people and playing games and getting news and browsing, and it's crazy.
One time I lost my internet.
It's now hooked into us.
Yeah.
One time I lost my internet, and I did that hotspotting thing, and I didn't know, like I didn't have like an unlimited plan, so I ate up all my 4G for that month, that one night. That was
But man, I'll tell you what, Comcast is the only service provider in my area that can get me anything close to the speeds I really need, and honestly, they've been good. Honestly, Comcast has been good to me. We've had a couple issues, but it's nothing major. And the guy that they sent out, Jeff, my boy Jeff, came out, and he's like, man, I got you set up, man. I went ahead and I just brought you a whole new freaking new ass modem, and I'm like, sweet. And he's like, yeah, and I got you a whole new cable and everything, so it's all new, and I got rid of all these, connectors and stuff, so you get a straight line, and I got you the last port spot on the side of the building. I'm like, hell yeah, Jeff, you'll never watch this, but thank you so much. Jeff set me up. Jeff's my boy.
Is math related to science?
I've been going for
by the
2
way,
hours.
Huh? Yeah, it's 1 hour and 54 minutes. So we are just about ready to wrap up. Let me see, Daddy.
I just want to talk about. Speaking of internet, I just want to talk about this. My dad works in a freaking ISP. Okay. My dad works in a freaking ISP, internet service provider, and he basically gives me a free internet. Our family just get free internet for like the entire freaking, as long as he still works there. The problem is so slow.
We can hear
100 gigabyte cap. It has a 100 gigabyte cap. Once you go over 100 gigabyte, it falls down, and by the time it falls down, it is so slow. I am actually using my freaking 4G just to chat with you guys right now.
Damn.
Oh, that explains
and the 4G is,
yeah,
that's what it out. And even the 4G sucks because I'm living in a freaking village, no, literally in the middle of a freaking nowhere. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
Couldn't really get into a connection.
Nobody would assume that you live in Indonesia based on your content. No, if you never mentioned it, people would assume you live in. People would assume you live in like Los Angeles or freaking Charleston or anywhere. I should
have changed my background to this before.
Yeah,
people
just
think
like
I'm British.
Literally. Yeah,
that should give you a hint.
You just nothing. People would never assume that you're from Indonesia.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk about that unless it's like freaking relevant. Unless they were talking about like, hey, I am this identity and I am awesome because of I'm brown or something.
Yeah, I'm in a similar boat because I fucking don't like bringing up, biological characteristics, but because everybody keeps bringing up race, I have to bring it up.
I had no idea. I had no idea Fringy was black until he brought it up.
Nobody did.
No clue.
Nobody did.
Clue.
I had no idea that Taco was black. It's black.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody knew. I never liked bringing it up. But thanks to social justice, it's a thing that you have to bring up because they assume that you're white if you have an opinion that they don't have. It's really racist.
Am I the only white person on this stream? Failure?
No,
what are you exactly?
Failure?
I'm Cuban.
He's not white.
He's Cuban. I'm the only white person on the stream because anti-SJWs and GamerGators hate minorities.
But you have a card. You have a card, don't you?
Well, I just use a.
All right, guys. I have to head off now. But thanks for having me on.
See you, Fringy. Yeah. We'll go ahead and get this set up, guys. Go to Fringy's channel and subscribe to him. He's a great YouTuber, and you'll see him again soon. So see you, Fringy.
Thanks. Catch you later, guys.
Ciao.
Later, man. No, but I'm saying you have an oppression card, don't you?
Me?
You don't have any oppressions. You're not disabled.
I'm LGBT. I forget.
Oh, okay. There, you're in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oppression card. Yeah.
So there you go. I'm white. I got a little Magyar in me, but that they were there. That's the Huns. They don't count. Let me see. Not really. Just really that. It doesn't mean anything.
That's
to be an atheist.
Gay is good enough.
Gay's good enough. Yeah. I'm the B. Yeah. I got a message today. Someone said, "Hey, I need a B for my LGBT stream. You interested?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah." One thing I don't like though, when I was in an Undoom stream, his birthday stream, Bunty was there, and Bunty was talking about how he's pissed off people use ethnicity as their weapon, because Bunty gets lumped in with stuff like that. He doesn't like it, and I said I feel the same way about LGBT. I feel the exact same way. He's like, I hate it when people in LGBT, and I don't even want to call it a community, demographic, use something and say something and pretend like they're speaking for everybody else. Like that bugs me so. Like the LGBT movements and parades and all that stuff. I hate it when they assume to speak for other people. I hate that.
And they get mad when you refuse to let them represent you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like they're trying to defend us for something. Like, fucking stop white knighting for us, Jesus.
Like, what if you're gay? What if you're gay? What if you're gay and you hate rainbows?
Yeah. Fuck rainbows.
Fuck rainbows. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck rainbows.
Oh, not really. I'm straight and I like rainbows. And they're amazing.
Fine. There's nothing wrong with liking rainbows.
Rainbows are cool, dude.
Yeah, rainbows are great. They're colorful, and it's sunny now, and it used to be rainy. They're happy.
Yeah, but they're also racist because they don't include brown.
Oh yeah, there's no brown stripe in a rainbow. They're racist.
No, they just added them.
Oh,
they just added brown and black stripes.
So all you guys.
There
was always a yellow. So Ian's.
Didn't they add that in one of the freaking news of the LGBT? Did they add brown just to add?
Yeah.
At VidCon, there were so many like these young teenage girls, and they're walking around with the rainbow pride flag and everything. And like part of me wanted to just go up to them and be like, Where's the brown? Where's the brown? Where's the black? Are you racist?
Like, clearly, didn't you know that the stripes represent all the ethnicities? Like the purple stands for.
Excuse me, you're not including minorities in that flag.
Orange is Indians. And red is
red is the Indians, dude. Red is
Indians. Orange is purple. Purple is Grimace.
Green is the Kekistanis, of course.
Yellow is people of jaundice. People of jaundice. POJ.
Okay, listen, Ian. We you know damn well who the yellow stripe's for. Okay. All right. So anyway, it's been about 2 hours. That's a good time. I need to cut off there. I've been on stream. Oh yeah, guys. By the way, I gotta plug this. I tweeted it out earlier, but Brian the Doge from Honey Badger Radio, he got diagnosed with nut cancer, so he needs your help. And they got a lot of money raised, but please, if you guys can spare a bit of cash, please go to the links that I've posted in Twitter earlier, and I'll link it actually in the description of this video, guys. Please, if you got any little bit to spare, send it his way. He's got a really, really good chance of survival, but he's gonna need treatment, and that shit ain't
early diagnosis, cheap. Right?
Yeah, early diagnosis. So it's looking good, but please send something your way. He's a great guy.
He is. Like we never talked before, and I met him at VidCon. He was an amazing dude all week long.
He's a really awesome guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I talked to him too.
Can you plug my channel so that people can actually, because I'm going to start producing content.
I got your Twitter. Let me get your YouTube channel here.
Yeah. I'm gonna start booking guests for Ian because he won't do it for himself. This motherfucker has so many connections, and meanwhile he won't talk to any of them on here.
I think Rax, do you want to be one of the people I interview?
Hell yeah, I'll be in your LGBT.
All right, nice.
LGBLT. What does the Q stand for?
Queer.
But
queer.
But
now it just sounds we're yelling. Now it sounds like we're just yelling slurs at Rags. Yeah. Queer.
Lesbian, gay, bisexual.
Queer.
You
goddamn queer.
Let's see. I'll just put in all your channels here. It's easy because I got subs too. Let's go.
By the way, Ian, are you from Singapore or Malaysia?
Malaysia.
Because I've been to both.
Yeah, I lived in Singapore for a while. That's a nice place. Yeah,
I've been to both actually. It's a great place.
Yeah.
I finally get back my access to stream on my Failure Accomplished channel. I'm gonna probably be having Anthony Cumia on my first stream back. I'm trying to get that booked right now, but his attention.
By the way, if you guys ever do a stream with me, feel free to put it on your own channels too.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to put that out there, absolutely feel free to put on your own channels.
All right.
I'll let Fringy know he can do that too. So I'm not fucking. I'm not gonna. I don't know. I can't even think of an example. Hey, Stillbread, what's up? But let me see. Gosh, I've got everyone's info in the description. And let's see, Fringy, Failure.
Did you miss any super chat?
Let me check.
Yeah.
Nope, none since Bowie. Okay.
Okay.
Because at the bottom, for me, at the bottom it shows a super chat. So thanks very much for the super chats. It'll go to a good cause, and my life will be better because of it. And I really appreciate you. So Wolf and Coyote, Frantic, all you guys, Eva asking all the questions, Joe and Caesar, Mark and Jo and Medium and Weeb and Joe Savage and Bowie and all you guys. Thanks very much. Again, Monday is when I should get all my because I did this big upgrade for streaming especially. So I'll be doing a lot of streaming. I'll be a lot more active on my second channel, Dog Bites, and with the Y, of course, because it's cleverness. So that'll be fun. And then you'll see a bunch of these guys later on. So you guys, let me know if you ever want to do anything on Twitter or if you need to send me something. But I guess we'll go ahead and close it there. So again, this has been Appabend, Ian Miles, Cheong, Failure. Do you prefer Failure Terminated or Failure Accomplished?
Failure Accomplished. Failure
Accomplished.
Terminated was my first channel that got taken off of YouTube.
It's fucking lame.
That's a very good name just for a legacy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's also very optimistic. Like, you've accomplished failure. Good job. That's fantastic. Good on you for accomplishing failure.
No,
that's fine.
You want to know where the name came from?
Yeah, actually, I mean,
do you remember, like, in 2000? In the 2000s, Bush was on an aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
And it said "Mission Accomplished" on the back.
Yeah.
I just saw it as a failure accomplished.
I like to fish. Anyway, all right, there you go, guys. Description's got everything that you need. Give me money on Patreon. Follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for showing up, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.